Top of the top. Let's go. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the wait. Good days come to those who wait. We back. You should already know what time it is today. What up? What's good, punches? What up, bro? What up, everybody that's here? Good to see y'all. What's up? What up, KC? What's good? Look, today is going to be lit. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Y'all make sure y'all be ready, man. Look, today I'm going in for the Bronx. Bronx, I got y'all today. Pun was talking to me. He told me it's time to get Fat Joe. He told me to get that nigga. So I'm going to get Fat Joe today. Other than that, how y'all doing today? What's good? Intro. Inquiry Minds. What's up? Episode 747. We really in the jet for real. What's up? What's good, y'all, everybody? Yeah, y'all probably thought I wasn't coming on, right? Man, I've been working on this since 5:07 this morning. Sometimes it's just how I go. Y'all told you, man. I be thinking I'm going to just be real quick. But then when I get to start thinking about, I be like, man, there's more to this. So now we're going to get into it today. Now, first of all, I'm killing two birds with one stone today. Two birds, one stone getting killed. After today, you should know better. The first thing we're going to talk about, Fat Joe. Didn't I tell y'all Fat Joe always running his mouth? Fat Joe is the ultimate clout chaser. Fat Joe is from the group of bozos featuring him, Busta Rhymes, and Nori, and the rest of them Diddy fools, all right? And I told you these fools don't make music. They've been doing a whole lot of hitting live buttons and a whole lot of talking on Instagram. Talking about nothing for years, and a lot of people have been listening to him. So once again, Fat Joe, he's in the headlines for speaking against, or I'm just going to say he's going viral again for running his mouth. And Fat Joe's another guy. You always notice he always has other people's name in his mouth to start conversation, or all of his big songs have features from other people. I told you before, in my opinion, Fat Joe is a Puerto Rican mixed with an Italian. That's what I think, and it's okay. It's okay. But the point is this. I told y'all Fat Joe is a fraud, and that's a whole nother topic. First of all, we're going to deal with Chris Brown again. And I done broke down everything to y'all about Chris Brown. This ain't about Chris Brown. What we're going to do today, everybody in the chat, everybody in the comment, everybody watching, today we're going to see if Chris Brown is really like Michael Jackson. We're going to see today, and I'm going to be the one to prove he is not. All right? I'm going to prove it today because a lot of y'all delusional, right? Y'all forgot y'all history, and y'all just believe anything, and y'all go for anything. And plus, Chris Brown, he's celebrated from the generation of junkies that he was raised with. So most people that was raised in a microwave and their brain ate a lot of microwave shit, they'll believe that shit that Chris Brown is Michael Jackson. But today, no more discrepancy. I'm going to prove Michael Jackson. I ain't even going to go in a lot. I mean, I don't got to prove a lot. I'm just going to prove real quick that Chris Brown is nothing like Michael Jackson. So get that out your head. And then the main event. We're going to take a look at something. All of us. We all going to look at it. Because I told you I've been doing homework. Actually, I don't do homework, man. Shit just be coming to me, man. Pun been talking to me for about a week now. I'm just, look, y'all know I already went in for Big last year, 2 years ago. And I showed you Big. Everybody around Big conspired against him. The whole Junior Mafia was against Big. Now, we're going to look back at Big Pun. See, a lot of y'all didn't know Big Pun, one of my favorite rappers. But the key is, we're going to look back at this shit. And I'm going to say, I'm going to ask a question. Did Big Pun wife and Fat Joe conspire to get Big Pun up out of here? Now, all my hip-hop heads know your history. We're going to go through this. I'm going to say it again. Did Fat Joe and Big Pun's wife, Liza, did they conspire to get Big Pun out the way? And meanwhile, little Christopher had no idea what was going on. All right? I'm doing this in the spirit of Pun. I'm doing this for the Bronx, a.k.a. Ghost Town, a.k.a. P-Lawn, and I'm telling y'all what it is, NYC. Other than that, shout out to everybody around the world. Y'all with it too. We're going to get into it. Episode 747. Now I'm going to do what niggas can't do because they ain't got the juice. All right? So let's go. Let's go. Now we're going to kill it. I be giving people the stage, but they don't take it. And then when they talk, they don't know what they be talking about. So at the end of the day, let's go, because all this has to do with the wrap up of black culture, black music, New York music, all of that. But we going back into the truth. Why? So when it's all said and done, you'll know the truth from the lies. All right? Fat Joe compares Chris Brown to the King Michael Jackson. We're going to get into it. Also, sidebar, let's go back into last night what we talked about on the What's Poppin' show, because a lot of y'all green. Now look, boom, your boy Jim Jones, Harlem, the Bronx, whatever, nigga. We had to show you, I had to go back into the files to show you fools, because, hey, yo, bro, a lot of y'all was locked up when this was going down, so a lot of y'all didn't know. This is what was going down in the street about 2013, and I showed y'all that Jim Jones was one of the main people that started the shit. So don't get mad at Lil Nas X and the rest of them. All y'all was talking that skinny jeans shit, talking about the young boys, but you forgot one thing, because you drunk a lot of 40s and fucking Henny. You forgot Jim Jones started that shit. They say Harlem are home of trendsetters, but I don't think everybody from Harlem with that shit. See that? Diary of a Hollywood Street King. Caption, no words. Even though on the What's Poppin' episode, we read through the comments of what they were saying back in 2013, 10, 11 years ago, just to show y'all, told y'all ain't nothing new, y'all just be going to sleep. Jim Jones was one of the first people exploiting that whole shit, ass out, ready to bend over, and he was running around a lot of shit. And I also told y'all, Jim Jones was very smart about getting rainbow money. This is Pride Month, so I shall salute Jim Jones. I also showed y'all a couple years ago, we all seen it, when Jim Jones was in Paris at the fashion show, and he had on the pink see-through blouse, and I told you Jim Jones was trying to get in with the fashion industry, aka the rainbow people. The rainbow people control the fashion industry, so anytime you see any individual wrapped up in fashion, they was amongst the rainbow community. That's what it is. All right? Well, they say the black people ran hip-hop. Well, the so-called rainbow people, they run fashion. What part you don't understand? Have you not heard that all the designers are rainbow? Yes. It's nothing new. But Jim Jones, this is what he started. Tight pink shirts, ass out. Jim Jones started that. So salute that nigga for Pride Month. Pride Month, Lil Baby. I want to show you how these niggas got the female swag, right? I want to show y'all how they market the boy rapper as a female. This the shit they used to do when Paris Hilton be walking and shit in Hollywood. They'll fucking price tag her outfit. See what they doing to Baby? Just showing y'all Pride Month. Salute that man. What else going on? We talking real talk. Elon Musk got some more shit planned for y'all. Elon Musk, he tweeted this yesterday. Working on the Tesla master plan for it. It will be epic. Wow. The motherfucker ran his mouth on his own platform, but the key is, this the same dude, they said it's okay for him to put chips in people's brain. Is that part of the master plan for? I don't know, but I pay attention. All right, that's all I'm telling y'all. We running through it. Once again, last night was Papa Show. We spoke about this. How many of you green beans knew it was 14 mass boomings in the past 3 days? It was 3 days straight of 14 mass sprayings around the country. Did you see it on the news? Did it go viral? I told y'all civil war already going down. Civil war already going down. The purge is already going down. It's just that you're not going to see it on TV. All right? So that's all you got to know. Check it out. Keep waiting on trending topics because the shit ain't never going to come. So let's go. All right? Let's fucking go. Because now I get to have fun. I told you I was bored. Now I get to have fun. Why? Because every time these niggas run their mouth, they give me something to do. I told these rappers over 50 to shut the fuck up and get low. I told these rappers like Fat Joe, they should take advice from Jay-Z. All right? He don't run his mouth. He stay out the camera because he ain't stupid. The rest of you dudes, Fat Joe, you just can't leave that fame alone, bro. And I'm going to say it again, Fat Joe. In my opinion, you're Puerto Rican mixed with Italian. That's okay. I don't believe nothing you got to say. You can't speak Spanish, so I ain't buying none of that shit no more. I don't care what nobody say. All right? Y'all bought that shit because y'all from the Bronx, so y'all bought it. But I'm from East New York, fool, and I was raised around Puerto Ricans my whole life, so you can kiss my ass. All right? He is not Puerto Rican Joey from my neighborhood. He don't look nothing like him, don't talk nothing like him, and I don't know niggas like him. All right? So he's a knockoff Puerto Rican nigga to me. He is not, get it? I'm telling y'all the truth. So I'm just letting you know. All right? He is not Puerto Rican Joey from my hood. Screw that nigga. All right? So look, Fat Joe loves to run his mouth and sit on his fat ass and hit the live button, and washed up old school heads from back in the day still watch that nigga. So look, Chris Brown would have reached Michael Jackson's level if not for the Rihanna attack, Fat Joe says. Well, Fat Joe, we already know that. We all know that. We already spoke about that, Fat Joe. But see, let me show you the bitch ass shit you doing, Fat Joe. You're trying to bring up Chris Brown's domestic behavior instead of talking about your homeboy's Diddy, but domestic behavior. Do y'all see what Fat Joe doing? Motherfucker, your homeboy was recently seen on camera beating the crap out of a small chick named Cassie. We seen this man stomp on her in the ring like that nigga was Hulk Hogan. We also seen that nigga grab her, you feel me? Like she was trying to run with the bag. And we see what he did to her. But you hit the live button, you don't say nothing about Diddy. You talking about Chris Brown. Then you talking about Chris Brown domestic situations. Do you see what Fat Joe doing? Told you he's a fat bitch. He's making Chris Brown hot. For one, Chris Brown on tour. If I was Chris Brown, I'd be like, nigga, why you got my name in your mouth? You want to feature or something? Why are you bringing up Chris Brown, Rihanna attack? I do that shit, not you, fool. You a rapper. That's your homeboy. The point is this. I'm going to show y'all some shit. For one, Fat Joe is clout chasing. He's keeping Chris Brown penis in his mouth. For two, he's using Chris Brown to distract from Diddy. The only nigga recently in the news for putting hands on chicks and raping and doing all type of shit was your homeboy, nigga Diddy. Why the fuck you ain't saying about him yet, Fat Joe? Fat Joe, you gonna tell the people you behind a hip-hop museum too yet, nigga? Are you gonna tell the people from the Bronx that you're part of the program of pushing them out? You still ain't gonna say nothing yet, Fat Joe? All right. I see what happened to your man, Charlie Rock LD, started coming out. Next thing you know, Charlie Rock LD, I don't know where the fuck he went. But I tell you this, Fat Joe, your clock ticking. Not because I said, because the powers that be said it. Pun just told me to get you, nigga. That's it. So look, I want y'all to see. Fat Joe says Chris Brown could have been like Rihanna. Pardon me. He could have been Michael Jackson. He would have reached Michael Jackson's level. I'm going to clarify it all around the board. I'm going to use his exact words. Chris Brown would have reached Michael Jackson's level if not for Rihanna attack. Boom. Now, I'm going to break this shit down, and y'all all going to be the judge. All right? First of all, nigga, he ain't no Michael Jackson. He was not a child star, for one. All right? He can sing a little bit, but we're going to get into this shit. Now, boom. Fat Joe. You saying could have reached the level if it wasn't for Rihanna. So guess what I'm going to do today, y'all? I'm going to throw the Rihanna shit out the window. See, I'm about to fuck y'all head up. I'm going to throw the Rihanna shit out the window, and I'm going to say Chris Brown still ain't like Michael Jackson. He ain't nowhere near that nigga. Nowhere near. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to throw the Rihanna shit out the window, all right? I'm going to throw that out. I ain't going to speak on that today because I'm going to prove Fat Joe wrong. Because you know why Fat Joe from the old school, he know goddamn well Chris Brown is nothing like Michael Jackson, all right? First of all, let's clarify the shit for those who wasn't born. When Michael was born, I was a little fucking boy, all right? I seen this man from a boy, when I was a boy to a grown man, and I seen that nigga run. I seen this man control shit for years, meaning Michael Jackson didn't try to control nobody. That nigga just had magic power. So I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I know when I was a little boy, I seen grown niggas that was supposed to be tough walking around with fucking glitter gloves, Thriller jackets, beaded jackets. I seen it with my own eyes. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man. I don't know what's going on with that shit, but I seen the power of Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna lie. We seen that. We seen this man have people falling out. Michael Jackson was the only person, nigga, you could play him in a house and the whole generation know that nigga lyrics. The whole generation. I don't care if it's great grandma, grandma. Everybody know Michael Jackson. Is that Chris Brown? All right, boom. Hold up. All right, hold up. I'm gonna stay focused right now. I ain't gonna read the chat. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, chat. Shout out to my family up in there. First of all, Michael ain't feeling that shit anyway. He like, Fat Joe, why you keep saying that clown shit? Why do y'all keep comparing this dude to me? He's not me. Because you know why? Man, Michael was the man. Y'all gotta understand that, man. But see, that's why I blame some of you old heads, because y'all be just quiet and y'all let people run with shit. A lot of you old heads, y'all the motherfuckers that let half these motherfuckers remix the whole history of the world. And niggas like me had to come to get it back right, because y'all niggas just let it go on. All right? Michael Jackson is the first one that started rocking the aviator shades, fool. Where the fuck you think did he get it from? And Hassan Campbell and the rest of them niggas. It's for Michael Jackson, fool. That nigga made the aviator shades popping, nigga. What's wrong with you? To this day, niggas still wear them shades. Get it? That's Mike, nigga. You see that glove? Man, I remember niggas walking around with one church glove on their hand. Bro, on my line, correct me. Please check me. I was a little boy. I remember niggas walking around I think niggas going to church just to get the glove and then not coming back, and niggas is keeping the usher glove on their right hand, man. I'm not lying to y'all, man. Y'all saw that shit. Man, niggas walking around with Michael Jackson gloves in the street. It's a fact. What else Michael Jackson do? He had the whole world getting Jerry curls, man. Ain't no whole world ever try to be like Chris Brown. Because you know why Chris Brown? Man, they said, I ain't going to say it Chris Brown, but that's what they said. Chris Brown, you for one, you lost, nigga. You don't know what the fuck you want to be. All right, you always doing a whole bunch of shit. You been accused of drugs. Nigga, they said all type of shit. They said you was a woman knockout artist. Michael ain't do that shit. Michael wasn't with that. Michael told you he was a lover, not a fighter. He told you that. But Chris Brown, you a fighter, nigga. You ain't no lover. So strike one. You ain't Michael, nigga. Let's write that down. All right. When it comes to chicks, nope. Chris Brown, you ain't MJ. You CB, nigga. You ain't MJ. Boom. All right. Michael Jackson told you you're a lover, not a fighter, man. You's a fighter, nigga. Strike one. So boom. You ain't Michael Jackson, nigga. Let's dead that shit. And you ain't Webster, nigga. So let's go. Now look, Chris Brown, this your fucking history now, man. It's not his fault, but I mean, Fat Joe speaking on you, so I got to correct this shit right now, man, for 2024, man, because, you know, Black history about to be erased, so I got to get this shit right. Shout out to Juneteenth tomorrow, too. Look, Chris Brown, look, this TMZ article. Do you see that? Does that look like Michael Jackson to you? Do it look like Mike to you? Stop the bullshit, Fat Joe. No. Let me ask y'all a real question. Let me see how many of y'all was young and dumb or just super high. Let's break it down. Chris Brown can sing, but can he really, can Chris Brown really kill those notes? And I'm going to wait. I'm going to fucking wait now. I'm going to see who the grown people and the little kids. Can Chris Brown really blow them notes? Thank you. Thank you. I mean, y'all type fast every other time. I mean, I'm getting disappointed at y'all. When I be talking real shit, y'all be kind of slow. I'll be disappointed. Salute to y'all anyway. But look, can this man really blow notes? Can he really sing like that? Let's be honest. He can sing, but can he sing like that? Thank you, Miss Sheila. I need, where the people that know singing at? Thank you, Sarah. I need to know people that know singing. He can sing. He can sing. That ain't real singing. He don't blow. He don't blow like that. Chris Brown will never make a song to make you want to fucking cry, all right? Real singers, them niggas will make you want to cry if they singing some real shit. And y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, then. So if you don't know no real singers that might make your ass cry, then you don't know no real music. I'm just telling you the truth. You feel me? Chris Brown don't do that. And plus, don't forget, they compare to Michael Jackson. He's nowhere on that nigga level. You know why? First of all, nigga, Michael Jackson was like a god. You ain't never see that nigga. For one, you didn't never see him. Chris Brown, you could have saw that nigga in Detroit last week. Chris Brown, you might see that nigga walk around Vegas. You ain't never get to see Michael Jackson, nigga. I ain't never seen it with my own eyes. You got motherfucking celebrities ain't never seen Michael Jackson with their own eyes. And Michael Jackson type of nigga, he around celebrities. He don't even shake niggas' hand. Niggas can't sit around him. He ain't play none of that shit. He let all them niggas know all you niggas under me. That's what, am I lying, y'all? I know my history, man. I've been in this shit since I was a little baby, man. You feel me? You're not going to play these games. No. You couldn't even go. Nigga, Michael was a real god in that music shit. He was the archangel Michael from the Bible in that music stuff. That's all I know. And then white people was very fond of him. He had a lot of power, man. You get it? But we know Michael Jackson, that motherfucker was the first motherfucker to have 100 clones. Tricking motherfuckers while he go out the back door. Nigga, that ain't Chris Brown. What you talking about? Chris Brown, a dumb nigga coming up in the lobby and take pictures for $1,000. That's not Michael. Stop it, man. You're pissing me off. Michael Jackson would never charge his fans $1,000. Fat Joe, it's okay. Take the penis off the chin. It's okay. Maybe Chris Brown will work with you, but you got to stop your bullshit. If you're from New York City and you're from the Bronx and you know your fucking history, why would you say some dumb shit? You know why? Y'all been pushing this narrative for a while. But Fat Joe, the only thing that's going to happen to Chris Brown is he might die like Michael Jackson. That's about it. But other than that, he is nowhere near Michael because Chris Brown was never on this man's level. All right? That's simple. This nigga was like a god. I'm telling you in the music shit. Nigga was a ghost. Then he just pop out of nowhere and then making people pass out and shit. And that nigga had grown niggas scared, man. You feel me? That's the truth. So that nigga had grown niggas scared, man. You ain't never heard a lot of Michael Jackson story. People to tell you what happened when they met him, man. People with clout will meet him and tell you what time it was, man. That's how it go. So the point is, all I'm saying is Chris Brown is nowhere on his level. That was media hype, lies. Because when Michael Jackson died, they always been trying to replace him to get the money. Has anybody show his accolades? I just broke down to y'all last week, couple weeks ago, and proved to y'all the only motherfucker close to Michael Jackson accolades is Drake. That's it. That's it. But Drake don't get compared to Michael Jackson like Chris Brown do. Now, a lot of y'all also been going for that Chris Brown dancing shit. Chris Brown can't fucking dance. All he does is gyrate his hips. All he does is brainwash chicks. All his dance moves consist of stroking. He do stroking dance moves, bro. You feel me? He do stroke dance moves to get the ladies because he move his waist and they think he can dance. No, nigga. That nigga dance like a male prostitute. What the fuck are you talking about? Chris Brown dance exactly like a male prostitute. That nigga can't dance. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Strike one. Well, Michael Jackson created the moonwalk. What dance did Chris Brown create? I'll wait. I see with my own eyes grown motherfuckers doing moonwalk. The moonwalk was so vicious, niggas added that shit to breakdancing. So what did Chris Brown do? You name me one move. Now, Chris Brown been dancing his ass off for how many years? He been dancing his ass off about 20 years, right? Well, how many? You name me one dance the nigga started. And I'll wait. I'm going to cook y'all today. No beef with Chris Brown fans, but today I'm going to teach y'all a lesson. Stop spreading false history. When you keep repeating a lie, it becomes the truth. We're not doing that. 2024, niggas. Let's go. Now, what dance move did Chris Brown create? I'll wait. I'm going to show y'all how y'all got dumb and just be repeating dumb shit, Fat Joe. Let's go. Chris Brown was said to dance his ass off. He been dancing for 20 years. What fucking dance did he create that everybody followed? I'll wait. Since y'all want to keep comparing the mic, that's strike two. Your nigga, he ain't Michael Jackson. All right? Maybe to a nigga high he is, but other than that, no. All right? Maybe if you never seen Mike, yes. What Cat Williams told you? Motherfucker, when you see a 300, it look brolic. It look big till you see a real motherfucking what? Phantom. Some of y'all never seen a Phantom Bentley in real life. That's why you thought a 300 was popping. No, that shit's super small. A motherfucking Phantom make a 300 look like a fucking mid-size, man. Facts. Just like Michael Jackson made Chris Brown like a peon, man. Look, hold up. Michael was learning from old school white and black stars. All right, we'll get back into that, but we're going to get back into this. No, check it out. We're going to get into it. Now, boom. Chris Brown didn't create no. All right, first of all, I got to get my checklist. Hold up. It's right here. Boom. One. All right. Mike was a lover. Chris Brown, fighter. Boom. Mike started the illest, a fucking dance that went around the world called a moonwalk. The illest shit niggas ever seen in their whole life. To this day, niggas can't moonwalk. It's a fact. Niggas could. Am I lying, y'all? To this day, niggas can't moonwalk like Mike. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's not gonna happen. All right. First of all, nigga, you ain't got the right penny loafers. You just ain't got it, man. You ain't gonna be able to do it. All right. Period. Go. If you don't believe me, go watch that shit again. All right. All right. Chris Brown didn't start no dance. All right. Boom. We got that. Let's go. Now, Chris Brown, this is your legacy, fool. This TMZ. This how they been put you out there. I told you once TMZ and certain people put your name out there, you're blackballed. There's no coming back from that. All right, they already put you out there as a washed up drug head. Right here, Chris Brown, we'll clearly see you were turning into Skeletor. And Michael Jackson would never be seen like that. If Michael Jackson got high, he's smart, you fucking idiot. He had enough sense to keep his fucking glasses on, fool. You were so fucking high, nigga. You came out the house and forgot your goddamn shades. And you look just like the fiend I used to serve in the cut, nigga. And he said, nephew, man. I got you, nephew, man. I got you when I get paid next week. Nephew, I got you, man. I'm like, all right, man. I'm going to give you this 100. Next week, I need 200, nigga. All right, nephew, I got you. You look just like that. You look like a fucking fiend, Chris. I'm glad you got your shit together, bro. My point is, once you started doing this, Chris Brown, you never could have, you've been out that Michael Jackson category. Nigga, Fat Joe know that. But Chris Brown, you see how Fat Joe did you dirty? He used your name in domestic violence at the wrong time. Why? This was not the time for Chris Brown to be mentioned in domestic violence at the same time Diddy is being dragged for that shit. Get it? Fat Joe was trying to use Chris Brown to deflect from his homeboy Diddy. Why are you bringing up Chris Brown and Rihanna attack? I could do that. We could do that. We on the internet. You supposed to be his friend. Why you doing that, nigga? Because you're trying to help Diddy. Meaning, hey, they might be on some shit. If Diddy go down, everybody going down. All right, Fat Joe. Because don't forget, later on in this episode, we're going to take a look. No accusations. I'm not accusing nobody of nothing. But we're going to take a look back in the time, hip-hop history. We're going to see if Fat Joe conspired to get Pun out of here. Yeah. Because a lot of things was always in my head. Now it's starting to come out and make sense. We're going to get into it. First of all, let's finish off with this Chris Brown, Michael Jackson debate. All right? Because this shit ain't working. First of all, Chris Brown, you do not have Michael Jackson's accolades. And you don't have his money. You don't have his power, property. Motherfucker, you ain't got no goddamn Great Adventures or no shit like that at your house. You was selling fucking clothes in the yard, nigga. Chris Brown had a yard sale selling his fucking clothes. Will Michael Jackson never do that? Y'all better stop playing with me, man. I'm ready to fight niggas over this shit, man, for real. I'm tired of you niggas lying, man. I'm tired of this shit. Stop fucking lying, man. I hate niggas that lie. Would Michael Jackson ever have the audacity to go in his closet and put that shit in the driveway and have a yard sale like Chris Brown did 2 times? Told y'all, man. I'm gonna ask you again. Well, I told you the nigga Chris Brown was a fiend when he was charging his fans $1,000. I'm supposed to do that, not him. Will Michael Jackson never charge his fans $1,000 for a meet and greet? Would he ever do that? First of all, you ain't even gonna see Mike. If you do see him, he's gonna dip on you. And for 3, that nigga ain't doing that shit. If he gonna shake your hand, he just gonna shake your hand. He ain't doing that. All right. But when you a bum named Chris Brown from the dirty back blocks of VA, he ain't from the 757. He ain't from Richmond. That nigga from the country part of VA. For one, that nigga could never be Michael Jackson, fool. He too country. That's what it is. You're looking at a country boy that didn't know how to act when he got fucking money. I'm being real. All right, so that's why he got to Hollywood and got on no fucking drugs, like some of my niggas in VA did, man. I hitting that dope. What the fuck happened, nigga? All right, so look, you ain't Michael Jackson. Tyson Beckford says Chris Brown is on drugs. All right, this was a major campaign of that fool on drugs. It's just the internet tricked dumb motherfuckers to forget shit, and they forgot all about it. So they already know all Chris Brown got to do is lay low about 3 years, and they'll forget and start buying his tickets again. That's what they did. He's on tour right now. Simple. He's just not but a entertaining exotic junkie. That's all. He's just a junkie with money that could perform good, I guess. But I'm gonna show y'all today. Chris Brown can't perform. He's been tricking y'all ass. Mash out again, man. So y'all telling me Chris Brown really could dance like that? So you mean to tell me all Chris Brown really did was steal a bunch of dance and put them together? That nigga would mix the Tootsie Roll with goddamn with the Dougie. That nigga can't dance. He can't dance. Hey, ladies, just because a nigga gyrate his hips, that don't mean he can dance. That's all him and Usher do. If I act like I'm stroking your ass in the bed, don't mean I can dance. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm gonna ask y'all another question. Let me highlight my real people. This is how I'm gonna kill that whole shit right now. Strike 3, nigga. Did Michael Jackson ever have choreography on the stage? Did he ever have multiple dancers dancing with him? Now, maybe in the end he did, if I don't remember, but in the beginning, did Michael ever have 50 motherfuckers on stage with him while he danced? You tell me that. I told y'all, entertainers with 50 people on the stage are motherfuckers with limited talent. I'll give you an example. Why you think the last time Rihanna was pregnant, she had all them people around her, so they camouflage her. Beyonce and them, they can't dance. When they can't dance, they put a lot of people around them. Y'all didn't know that? When they can't sing, they put a lot of people around them, background vocals. You didn't know that? That's how I go. You tell me when you see Michael Jackson on the stage with a lot of motherfuckers on stage jumping around on MC Hammer. I'll wait. Thank you, Ernest. I need my people. I'm trying to wake y'all back up, man. Come on, man. I'm talking about on stage, not videos, family. I say Thriller. On stage, performing. You pay your money to see Mike. What Mike gonna do? Is he gonna have a whole bunch of people on stage with lights and shit? Yeah, he gonna do that, but I'm talking about y'all know by himself. Y'all, that's all y'all needed. Michael Jackson show, you ain't need no opener, no closer, no features. You ain't need no 10, 11 motherfuckers on stage. You ain't need none of that. So let's stop playing. Michael did not want to pay all those people and could dance on his own. Yeah, like I said, he only did that for videos because that's where it come from. The choreography was just for the videos, really. You know, but when they started taking less talented artists, then they started putting all the people around them because they couldn't sing like that or dance. They could sing a little bit, J-Lo, dance ass off, J-Lo, put a lot of people around them. A lead, you know, like the rest of them. Sierra, all that's what they've been doing, y'all. My point is this. That's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. The point is this. When you compare Chris Brown and Michael Jackson, you got to come correct. It sound good. All right? Chris Brown, when the last time Chris Brown won a fucking award at an event? I think I showed you. I think this shit was like 2011 or some shit. He ain't nowhere on this man level. All right? That's just light work. But look, Chris Brown, you're already coined as a drug head, woman beater. That's one thing. So the point is, you can never be like Michael Jackson, bro. All right? And I ain't saying Michael Jackson was perfect. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you're not the one Nowhere on his level, nowhere in comparison. That's all media hype. That's all rap nigga talk. You're not Mike, nigga. You're not. Sorry. You're just not. And Chris Brown, I don't think you got that a lot of accolades. Matter of fact, nigga, you ain't never got that many accolades at one goddamn Grammy show. That's from just one, nigga. That ain't even all the shit he got. This just from one. Fool, you ain't got nothing like that from one. None of you do. None of y'all. So that's what I'm trying to show y'all, man. This the king. I did a special and I told you who was the king and who was the queen. Michael was the king, Whitney was the queen. And I told y'all when I did the video, ever since they died, that's when everything started changing, man. And they made sure nobody would make it to their level. Everybody else was a knockoff, Beyonce and the rest of them. Never. Natural talent, natural wits. They was born with power to do what they did. Him and Whitney Houston. And they got the same story, and they was parallel stories, and they was the king and the queen, and the powers that be knew that shit, and they knew who they was. See that? They knew who they were. And I also related Michael Jackson with Whitney Houston to show y'all that's when black people was in their prime. That's when black people was at the top of the hill. That's when black people was the favorite of America. This is what I was telling y'all. So I'm going to update your knowledge for Juneteenth. It was a time when we was already winning, y'all. We was at the top. That was in the 80s. MJ, Michael Jackson. MJ, Michael Jordan. Mike Tyson. Get it? Whitney Houston. Let's keep going. All the old heads are still around. Aretha Franklin, all of them are still around. The 80s was our prime time. This is what I kept telling y'all fools. When that man said, make America great again, I thought about the 80s. I ain't thinking about no racist shit. Because in the 80s, everything was good for all of us. All you got to do is check your life. If you lived a fucked up life in the 80s and beyond, it's because your family was on drugs. It's that simple, man. Other than that, everybody was straight. The 80s, nigga. The fuck is wrong with y'all? That's when everything was great for us. Y'all so fucking dumb that got caught with the racist shit. No. Make America great, man. When that goddamn money was circulating in our community, we was straight. That's what that meant, fool. When everybody was going to work. The 80s when black people started working in them corporations. IBM, Apple. They started getting big checks, fool. Wake up. Then when the fuck y'all gonna wake up out this dumb shit, man? We already had our fucking greatness, man. And it passed us. Michael Jackson represents when we was at the fucking top. That's what that mean, man. That's when we had raised out of poverty, all that shit. That's when even in the street game, brothers was riding around. That's when brothers in Harlem first started driving them goddamn Benzes, nigga. That was back then. It was the 80s, fool. Check the Outpost story and all that. The 80s was black people's significance of greatness. Then they destroyed it with the crack era. I told y'all already, man. That's what happened, man. So don't compare him to this man. He ain't nothing like him. All our icons and stars at that time, they had real talent and real fucking power, and the white man knew that shit. That's the whole key. Key thing I said, the white people knew. They knew. And that's why you're going to see after the 80s, shit started getting different. It ain't no coincidence. They dropped that movie, New Jack City, 1990. Next thing you know, that crack started hitting all our hood. That wasn't a coincidence, y'all. They been had the plan to shut us down. When George Bush came on that TV with that big bag of crack, that nigga was promoting that shit. He really was telling us, hey, black people, all this crack about to touch our neighborhood. That's what they was really telling us, y'all. I was a little boy. I ain't know no better. I put it together for us, y'all. We got it now. That's why I'm telling y'all, this your last chance. My point is, they've been giving you people, they are nothing like this man. You're a manufactured product, Beyonce. You had a lot of help, sponsors, people put you on pedestals. And guess what? I still don't think you ever accumulated this many accolades at one Grammy. Actually, y'all guys were still bitching about how the Grammys do you guys dirty. Yeah, y'all was still talking about how the Grammys, this and that, still giving strikes. Oh, I didn't get my award. Michael didn't have that kind of talk. Michael just went and cleaned up shit and left. That's it. Then you ain't see that nigga about 4 years after that. Am I lying, y'all? Salute all my people that know what I'm talking about, man. Y'all know it's nothing but love. We going in today, all right? And Fat Joe, nigga Pun told me to get you. And today's your day, fool. Today's your day. Let's go. All right? Thank you very much. Musa, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Thank you all the bros. Thank you everybody, all the sisters that support, man. Y'all keep me motivated, keep doing this shit. So I got to go back to the lab and bring it back. I wanted people to understand it when I first came out, man. The 80s was our prime time. That was our golden years, the 80s. It wasn't, see, they wanted us to just think it was rap. No, man. It wasn't just rap. Yes, rap was, Everything we had going on was primed in the 80s. What they say, the golden era of rap, the 80s, the golden era of sports. We dominated everything on the TV. We dominated every fucking thing, man. That's when black kids started going to private school and shit. I'm telling y'all, man. That's when black people started having Cadillacs in the driveway, 2 cars parked. Hey, but both people got good jobs. You know what I'm saying? Even my people's in the projects, they still was fresh going to school. They still was straight. You get it? Everybody was decent. That's before we was killing each other, remember? Remember that? Remember in the 80s, maybe one person on your block might have got shot or some shit like that? Once a year or some shit, somebody got killed. Do y'all remember that? Maybe 2, 3, maybe, put it like that, in a year, maybe it might be 3 people get killed. It might be one old head, it might be one young person, you know what I'm saying? And then somebody probably died by mistake in the elevator, some shit. Y'all remember that? Yeah, man. When I was young, I got a friend that died in the elevator. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us went through that. But my point is, man, the 80s is where everything was gravy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. So look, reason why I say that, because me and all my friends, all of us had. Everybody had. So that's what you got to do is peep game. Just think about how you grew up. Everybody had. And what? If our peoples didn't have, we had it for them. We were straight. So I remember in my hood, if we had a homie that he couldn't get fresh with Polo, we all give him a piece. We all give him something. Hey, he's straight. That's what we did, man. And we ain't diss our people like that. You feel me? So look. I'm just going back in history, y'all, because this is very passionate. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they keep comparing bozos to a time that is not real. All right? This was a time of significance, y'all. This one, actually, also, if you want to break it down to the streets, this also when white people were scared of black people. My people from New York City, do you remember Bernard Getz? That was at the same time. When a white man was scared on the train, pulled out, started shooting and killing. Why? Because the black people had the city in shambles. Black people, do you remember how New York, you remember how black people used to run 42nd Street, 40 Deuce? You act like, you get it? When I say black, I'm talking about my brown people too, I'm talking about everybody, man. You forgot how we used to run Times Square? I was little though, but y'all forgot when the tourists couldn't come to New York, they were getting robbed and beat upside the head. That was in the 80s, fool. But what y'all didn't understand, that's when black people ran the city. Black people ran that shit in the 80s, man. People were scared of New York, man. They were scared of black people, man, straight up. Ran that shit. So my point is this, y'all. We was in our prime back then. We just didn't know it. So look, the last day we're going to compare, like I said, we all know about Michael Jackson with his dance moves. we know Mike had the finesse. We know Mike started the moonwalk. And we all proved and confirmed Chris Brown ain't start no dance. He even did a dance motherfuckers follow. And I told you fools, all Chris Brown does is fly around from the fucking ceiling like a fucking idiot. Why? Because he can't moonwalk and he's not Michael. That's why. A fucking dumbhead. Why? Look, check it out. See that? This nigga still does this. But what y'all didn't know, one time Chris Brown tried to swing from the ceiling and the shit got stuck. The dumb motherfucker got stuck in the air in the middle of a show. Michael Jackson would never do no shit like that, bro. Stop it, Fat Joe. Y'all should stop this shit. Stop it. All right? Snake, he ain't Mike. Mike will never do no clown shit like that. All right? So stop it, nigga. All right, so it sound good when you on Molly. It sound good, nigga, when you on Ciroc. All that shit sound good when you in the house fucking bored. It sound good. So my point is, I compared him to him. I showed you he ain't Mike, and it ain't got nothing to do with Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Has nothing to do with Rihanna. But that's what Fat Joe said. What Fat Joe said, y'all? Chris Brown would have reached Michael Jackson's level if not for Rihanna attack. Okay, let's take Chris Brown out the scenario, y'all. Since Michael Jackson has died, who has come close to him? On some real shit. Accolades, trophies, money, influence, creativity, originality. Who came close? You tell me. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. Who came close to Mike since he been dead? Because I don't want to be the only one. That's why I need people to chime in, man. Sometimes I need y'all to chime in so I know I ain't crazy. Thank you very much. All right. No one. Nobody. All right. So what we've been celebrating? Nothing. I mean, we've been hearing music, but that shit ain't really about nothing. We've been in an era recently, the past decade, and plus is music hyped up in the studio with mad sound effects, mad extra shit. A lot of shenanigans, video hype, shit like that. Get it? The era of Hype Williams making videos, $1 million video budgets, fire blowing up. We come from that era, but that's all hype. My point is, back then, they ain't do all that. They ain't need all that shit, man. Nigga, you see Michael Jackson, nigga, you might just faint straight up. The nigga had a glow around him. That's what they said. They said the same thing about Michael Jordan. They said the nigga had a glow. Even rich motherfuckers said the same thing about both of them. They don't matter. They said you could be rich, Power, you got your own clout. They say when you get around Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, them niggas had a different power around them, man. And the white people knew the shit. That's my point. Because people that knew about energy back then, they knew about who our people was that had that power. Get it? They knew. So like I said, originality. Chris Brown don't do that. Look how Chris Brown walk around, y'all. When we ever see Michael Jackson like that? This is a nigga with no pride and dignity walking around fiended out, man. That nigga was so fucked that he couldn't even control himself. He looked like he just took his face off the goddamn bill. He looked like he just took his face off the plate in the trunk. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Thank you very much. All right, for real, y'all. Know why, y'all? This is what I'm trying to tell people. The more we let people play with the history, it's easier to erase the history. That's why I had to come and right a lot of wrongs, because people been rewriting history, and when you let people rewrite history, the truth gets gone. So when they keep comparing on to Michael Jackson, I said, man, I got to do my homework and let people know he is nowhere on this man level. It sound good. It look good. Kind of like, you know how some of you chicks, when a nigga kick you to the curb or you break up with your man, you try to go find a nigga that look like the nigga you used to fuck with. Bro, you do the same shit. You broke up with that girl. Now you try to find another chick that look like her. That's what y'all be doing, some of y'all. So when Michael Jackson was dead, people started putting in their mind, that's Michael Jackson. Because you wanted Michael Jackson back. But that's not him, all right? It's not him. Chris Brown is too stupid. He's so dumb, he don't even know at least wear the aviator shades like Mike, idiot. You wearing all other shit, nigga. That's Paul McCartney shit. That's Boy George glasses. Michael ain't wearing no shit like that, nigga. You don't even know your fucking history, nigga. Nigga, aviator shades, nigga. Where the fuck you think Diddy got his swag from? Who you think he got it from? Man, that's from Mike, nigga. Everybody stole a little piece of Mike. So stop playing. So let's go. Chris Brown, you was stuck in midair with bell bottoms on, about to rip your fucking nuts up. Flying at a show like a clown. Do you now believe what I told you that these people are clowns and bozos? Only clowns fly from the ceiling, y'all. But a good black singer is a clown to his people. He's a clown. That's his job. Entertain, nigga. Swing from the goddamn ceiling, boy. That's what he did. He got stuck because he ain't Mike. That's why. Mike, can you imagine him telling Mike, hey, come on, Mike, we gonna hook you up to the ceiling. Mike fuck around, fire your ass for that stupid ass shit. Get it? It's the truth, man. So like I said, man, Mike laughing in his grave. He up above watching, laughing at your stupid ass, getting exploited. But hey, I ain't want to go on Chris Brown, but I had to let it be known, man, Chris Brown ain't shit no more, y'all. He's not nothing, all right? All these motherfuckers are manufactured hype. You know Michael Jackson had a story. You know how Michael Jackson could dance his ass off because he was getting his ass beat. That's why. That nigga had real talent, nigga. That nigga been man. Joe beat that talent to that nigga. Where the fuck you think he come from? That was Joe beating his ass. That's where that whole he shit come from. Y'all ain't know that? Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all supposed to know better than that shit. That was Joe bust his ass here to run in the room and shit, man. Joe beat that talent into that boy, man. That nigga had real talent. Michael Jackson earned everything he got. That nigga got his ass whipped many days to learn that moonwalk and shit like that. Don't compare that nigga to Chris Brown, man. That's a lie. All right, Chris Brown ain't do shit. They found that nigga. I think Chris Brown's mother was a crackhead in VA, and I think she sold his ass. Because Chris Brown was around Diddy at the age of fucking 12. You answer me that. You answer that, fool. I already broke down that Chris Brown and Trey Songz, both of them were under Diddy at one point, but a lot of y'all didn't understand it yet to this day. Even though Chris Brown and Trey Songz are accused of the same exact thing as Diddy, you still didn't get it to your fucking head. Ladies of the generation, I think called millenniums, y'all whole generation have been fucking tricked. All y'all fucking icons are fucking fugazi, and this how they played y'all women. Half the men y'all liked, all of them were fucking fruity, woman beaters, and weirdos, and that's why some of y'all are weirdos. Because you still don't want to believe Chris Brown ain't who he's supposed to be. He's not Mike. I don't care if Mike will fuck with his face a whole lot. Nigga, his face still got more shit on it than him. And the point is this. Look, Michael Jackson, let's give him his credit, y'all. Michael Jackson also started the facelift, a.k.a. the BBL. Mike started that. So why your people still doing that shit 50 years later, still trying to get noses fixed and lips and chins? Mike Ben did that shit, man. All right, so stop it. Sit, man. What the fuck? You was trying to be Mike right here. But you started looking like, you almost look like David Ruffin, nigga. You look something like that, Chris Brown. So anyway, look. Let's move on, y'all. Now we got it straight. We done checked off the list. This fool is not Michael Jackson. So y'all thought I was playing? Look. Chris Brown gets stuck, suspended in the air doing concert Shouts at staff, fucking bozo. I told y'all that nigga do is wait for the ceiling and have a bunch of lights and shenanigans. That's all they do. A bunch of lights and sparkle and fly. Ain't got shit to do with performing, y'all. I bet you that nigga came a moonwalk, nigga. He came a moonwalk, man. Shut up, man. Anyway, man. You see, he got on the clown, the goofier. He got on the laughing emoji shirt color yellow, right? That nigga look just like a fucking emoji, man. That nigga's a clown, man. Michael laughing at that nigga. That nigga never happened to Mike. He said, Chris Brown, you ain't make no jacket, nigga. You ain't got no swag, nigga. I had the whole world wearing this fucking jacket. There's a nigga with this jacket in the closet right now. That shit worth $5,000, fool. What you talking about? Chris Brown, your fans got your paraphernalia. That shit ain't worth nothing, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Nigga, you ain't nowhere near Mike, man. Stop the bullshit, Fat Joe. Now we gonna get your ass now, Fat Joe. So now, everybody, we about to get into the main event of this show. Whew, I'm about to read the chat. I gotta take a break. I gotta light up my black and mild real quick. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm about to go in on Fat Joe. You know why? I think Pun got taken out. And we're gonna go into some key things. And another thing is, I'm gonna talk about it, but me and my peoples, we always talked about this shit. Always. We always been talking about these conversations. That's part of the reason why I do love the internet. Because a lot of this shit we was talking about and we already knew, we finally get to put it out. Plus, a lot of y'all get to know. I'm gonna go into it. Give me 1 second. Y'all, I'm right here. I'm watching the chat. What's good? Episode 747. We fly around here. What's good? Holla at me, y'all. Y'all up? What's up? Shout out to the replay game, man. Everybody leaving the comments, man. Shout out to my family. Shout out to the league. Make sure all members, hopefully, make sure you watch that What Poppin' show. Look, make sure you watch it. All right? And you'll get a deeper look at Bummy Jimmy, man. That's his name, Bummy Jimmy, man. Jim Jones officially a bum. Straight up. Cameron 50, man, they still get money out here. Yep. So I just want to try to see that, man. Some people made the right moves and the right investments with their career, and everybody that didn't, they on their way out. They on their way down. Down. That's what's going on. So look, we about to get into it, y'all. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, y'all. So now we're gonna get into it. Rest in peace, Big Pun. I'm doing this for the Bronx. I'm doing this for NYC. Now, you heard me trash a lot of shit, but today I'm putting Pun on a pedestal, and I'm going to put niggas back in their place, and I'm going to show you niggas what you forgot, and I'm going to fucking, my New York people, I'm about to give you fucking, what's that shit when they will give you fucking that reviving shit? I'm about to put the goddamn charge in your chest. Come, watch this shit. Now watch. Show you what you forgot. Once and for all, this is what I'm going to tell you niggas. We already wore the white gold with the Cuban links. Do you see Pun with the Cuban link that these rap niggas still run around with? We did that already, y'all. I'm sorry. I couldn't go back to white gold. I did it already, y'all. I'm very sorry. I couldn't do it. All right? First, this is a real Bronx nigga. Why? This is a real Puerto Rican. Why? Because he loved his people. That's why, fool. That's why. What did Pun do? Pun showed a lot of love. Why? Because real New York motherfuckers show love. That's why. The difference between real New York motherfuckers, you just don't get that love that easy. But see, when people from New York open their heart, when they open their heart or their door to you, that means they love you. That's what Pun was. Pun was a real New Yorker. Pun was a real Bronx nigga. So I'm going to show you how Pun was a good dude, and they did him dirty. They did him fucking dirty. It would not be a Remy Ma if it wasn't for Pun. Check. That means what? He put his people on. He put Cuban Link on. Check. I'm again, 666. Check. But Fat Joe seemed to hate on his people. Then we ain't going to judge Fat Joe. Everything I'm saying, nothing I'm saying is a fact. It's all allegations. Nothing I say is a fact. I'm not accusing Fat Joe of nothing. We're just going to look at everything that transpired. And then we're going to see before Pun died, after Pun died. But what's a fact? After Pun died, a lot of shit started to change within his circle. These are facts. Now, got to go back in hip-hop history, man. People don't know Pun was the night one. I remember like yesterday, motherfucker, 97, nigga. 97. 97 was a year Pun took over shit. 97. 97 was a year Pun was on the most features of all time in history in rap. Pun is the nigga that started niggas hopping all these features. It was him. But I'm going to give Nori his credit. That year, it was him, Nori, and Cannabis. They was the hottest new niggas in 97. Cannabis got blackballed by LL. Nori's still around because he played the industry games, and Big Pun is dead. I'm also going to show how I think Nori was a fucking spy spying on Big Pun. I'm going to prove that too. In my opinion, nothing I say is a fact. Pun was a real New York nigga. You know why? He really loved rap. He loved that shit. Another thing I love about Pun we had in common, Coogee Rap used to be my favorite rapper too. That was Pun's favorite rapper. That's why I like the Pun. The point is this. Pun was a real rapper. And he was a real nigga. Pun had his demon. Everybody had demon shit they had to go through. But guess what? Nobody knows Pun's side of the story. Because when Pun died, everybody else had a story to tell, but nobody had a story about Pun, especially with Liza. All right? I'm not going to co-sign Pun doing shit to her. But my people from New York, y'all know the game. Let's stop playing. We know a lot of times in New York, yes, you got niggas that beat on chicks. But we also know there's some niggas that beat on chicks because they chicks be doing a whole lot of shit. We know this. And I think Pun's wife was cheating on him a lot because we know Pun was big. And I think Liza was cheating on him, and I think Fat Joe was down part of that shit. And I'm going to prove it. In my opinion, and in Pun's opinion. Pun told me to do this shit. Now look. Pun was a real nigga. Really in the Bronx like that. Really pulling up. Really packing the Mac in the back of the act. Signing autograph. Showing love. Fat Joe didn't do that. Why? When Fat Joe came in the game, he came in playing them industry games. He wasn't fucking with the Bronx like that. No. When Fat Joe got with Pun, his career was already over. And it was Pun that brought him back. But one thing niggas didn't understand, Pun brought the streets. Pun is the one that brought the Bronx with him. It was Pun, not him. And then when you saw the video, this was the connection with Soundview, with Peter Guns and them boys. The real sex money murder, fool. The real New York niggas. Fat Joe at this time was an industry nigga. So he seen what was going on in the Bronx. He said, I got to get a part of that. That's what he did. Also, shout out to Lord Tariq. Like I said, pardon me, Lord Tariq Soundview, man. Pardon me, man. But him and Peter Guns, they brought it back at this time. We going back to 97, fool. 98. I know my history, man. So my point is this. Fat Joe seen what was going on in the Bronx. But y'all got to remember, he was with Digging in the Crates and had already really removed himself from that shit that was about to come. Pun represented the wave after Fat Joe and Digging in the Crates and Lord Finesse. Pun was the new wave of niggas coming out the Bronx. And niggas see how he was coming. So niggas say, yo, that nigga's a problem. Look, Fat Joe already knew. I can't have it. If this nigga come out over me, he gonna be the top Puerto Rican for the Bronx. He gonna be the king. Fat Joe knew that back then. That's why I kept telling y'all. When I kept telling y'all the strategy of when you hot, you don't link with niggas. That's what niggas do. I kept telling y'all that. I knew that from back in the day, man. I knew I was raised by G's, man. When Pun was winning, if he would have never got with Fat Joe, Pun would probably still be the king right now. Pun would probably still be the king right now. You got to remember, every bit of shine Fat Joe got accolade clout to this day, it only happened because of after Pun's death. He would have been washed up like the rest of DITC. No disrespect. I had love for them too. Rest in peace, Big L. But Fat Joe would have went with that entourage. But he attached himself to the new generation that was coming. No, I know? Because I was part of that new generation that was fucking coming. That's how I know. All right? I was part of this shit. That's how I know. I'm telling you. All right? Now look. That's when they started. That's when Fat Joe started calling themselves twins. Why? Because he knew Fat Joe knew Pun was that nigga. He knew it. Why? Pun had the juice, the swag, the fucking lyrical talent. And I'm proud I saw that man in real life perform. I'm proud of that shit. Even though he had to sit down, I'm proud I seen Pun nigga with these eyes. So fuck y'all. All right? So look. Fat Joe would have been dead a long time ago. But he understood to keep eyes on this shit. Why? Fat Joe was the eyes of Bambaataa them niggas for the new generation. That's what happened. People forget Fat Joe is an original Zulu Nation member. But don't forget, in New York, hip-hop had to always be watched. So when the Bronx started doing their numbers, Fat Joe had to go back to the Bronx and keep his eyes on niggas. And that's what the fuck he did. We now know why. Fat Joe, you at the White House with the government, the state, New York State. That means you always been down with them, bro. You was playing a fucking role. You know, I know you was always down with New York State because you was in Zulu Nation. Zulu Nation is a non-profit organization that is down with the government, fool. So you niggas ain't gonna trick me no more. You niggas were spies. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You had real rappers mixed in with fake rappers. That's what was going on. When I told y'all, you had the real Black Panthers, you had the fake Black Panthers. It was all mixed in together. That's what was going on. How are we going to know? I'm going to tell you again. You're going to see all of the key figures that were really popping. They're dead and gone, and the key characters are still around. That's how you know. Let me show you something. Let's continue on, y'all. Now, Pun wife. She don't get away with this shit, y'all. She won't trick me. We gotta talk real talk, y'all. No, it was said that Pun was a woman beater. But what the number one thing, a lot of y'all didn't peep. I didn't peep it back then, but I peeped it now because I know better now. We're gonna look at this shit together, y'all. Pun was accused of being a woman beater, right? This is what you gotta peep. After Pun died, that's when that woman beater shit started coming out, right? Was Pun accused of being a woman beater before he died or after? You tell me. Because I'm going to prove to y'all, when they started putting Pun out there as a woman beater, that's when they started the slander campaign. And you know why? Because in my opinion, Pun wife and Fat Joe, they know what the fuck they did. Now, I'm going to show y'all. This is all my opinion. I'm not saying fact. The back and forth began in 2014 when Rios filed a lawsuit against Fat Joe, who was seeking more than $1 million. Rios claimed that she made a deal with Fat Joe to share the money earned after her untimely death in February 2000. Untimely death of her husband. But that she had not received any money since 2005. Now, I'm about to drop the bomb on y'all. In my opinion, this is what I'm going to say. And it's all alleged. It's not a fact. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I peeped. That whole money beef between Liza, Big Pun's wife, and Fat Joe, that money had shit to do with Pun. In my opinion, that was the money they agreed to handle behind the scenes, man. When Pun died, he was with his wife at a fucking hotel, I think in Miami somewhere. I remember he was with his wife at a hotel and he was found dead. But it was things leading up to that a lot of y'all didn't peep. And I always been on this shit since day one when it happened. Me and my niggas, we been on this. I get to speak on it now. Be holler at my boy Punches. He know what it is. Pun died with Liza in a hotel. Now I'm going to bring you back, New York. I want to tell you what's a New York song anthem. And a lot of y'all probably don't fucking know, but some of y'all probably do. If you know what I'm talking about, you my fucking peoples. The number one New York anthem that was dropped is It's So Hard. Big Pun, It's So Hard is a fucking New York anthem for a lot of y'all that don't know. And when I fucking told y'all it's some music that'll make you cry, nigga, if you listen to that song, it might make you shed a fucking tear. Know why? Because I understood everything Pun was talking about in that song. We knew back then. All right? He told you niggas want to be like Pun, but they don't bust their gun. Who he's talking about? Niggas was talking about Fat Joe. Me and my niggas knew this. Why? Niggas want to fuck my wife. Niggas want to take. He told you in the song, fool. Then they played it after he was dead, which means what? He recorded that song before he died. Maybe Fat Joe heard the song and said, hold up, nigga, you ain't putting this out. Liza, we need to get this nigga. What was the narrative? He a woman beater. That was the narrative. Did you forget women of abuse hold grudges? Maybe Liza had a grudge against Pun for beating her ass, and maybe Fat Joe knew that was the perfect time to get in her fucking head. Yo, we got to do something about this. And maybe Fat Joe was dealing with a dirty war tactic from the street of fucking that man's wife to put his wife under mind control, nigga. Huh? How many times you see the ID channel, nigga? How many times you see the movie Snap? You act like women don't set their husband up to get killed? Nigga, I'll show you 1,000 shows on that shit right now. 1,000 shows. Yeah, because time go on, she looking shady to me. I'm going to say her and Fat Joe had a deal behind the scenes. And when that deal wasn't fulfilled, that's when she got mad. And that's what they was beefing about. That's my opinion. Why? Because Fat Joe somehow happened to do the same exact thing as this homeboy. Now, Fat Joe had a dead rapper, and that dead rapper, those publishing checks, them royalties, all that money, that's what kept Fat Joe fat ass maintaining the whole 2000s. Until he started running to Miami, getting features from Khaled, Lil Wayne, and a bunch of others. It was Big Pun's money. He learned from his fucking friend. Their family, y'all. I told you. That's why he's throwing Chris Brown under the bus, when really the only way you should be going live is to open up your fucking mouth about Diddy, Fat Joe, and you ain't gonna do that because that's your fucking homeboy. And now we get to finally prove, Fat Joe, that you with them fucking people, nigga. You was always a fraud from the Bronx. You was a spy from the Bronx, nigga. Spying on Terror Squad, spying on the Latin Kings, spying on everybody. Everybody went to jail, nigga. You still home. You ain't gonna fool me, nigga. Rest in peace, Pun, man. Shout out to the Bronx. Now, let's go back into it. Like I said. See that right here? Let's go. See that right here, y'all? Look. Rios filed a lawsuit against Fat Joe, who was seeking more than $1 million. So, Liza, why are you suing this man for $1 million 9 years after the fact of y'all agreement? Was it because y'all had an agreement that Fat Joe was going to take care of you and little Chris? And I think, and little Chris don't know what's going on. Chris, do your homework. Maybe your mother has something to do with your father kicking the bucket, man. I'm going to say it. Why? All you got to do, Chris, watch ID channel, man. They'll show you a whole bunch of different scenarios of women trying to take their goddamn husband out. And the number one excuse, that's why it hit me. I told you I watched that shit. The number one thing that hit me, every fucking show you watch, with a woman set up their man to get killed, they always use the same excuse. He was beating on me. They say the same shit. I watched the episode the other day. The woman tried to get her husband killed with that same excuse. But when it was all said and done, you know, the man was a good dude. He was like, and it was like, man, can you believe your wife did that? He actually lived and was able to talk about. But my point is, his wife was going to kill his ass, but the police grabbed her up before she was going to do it. So the husband, like, he couldn't believe that shit. And she painted him as a woman beater, but it wasn't true. It was a lie, man. So my point is, every woman that killed their husband, they always painted them as a fucking woman beater first. These are facts. So as I was watching these episodes, it started hitting me because that Pun shit, and I said, yo, when Pun, after that Pun shit, they went on a campaign of that man to push that he was a woman beater. You know why? Because they showed Pun smack his wife with that gun. That's why. And that shit, I never forgot that shit, man. They made Pun like a fucking animal because he hit his wife with that gun. They pistol whipped the ass, man. Y'all forgot? Some of y'all never saw it, but this is the grainy footage right here. This one Pun allegedly smacked Liza in the basement, in the crib, with the pistol. He was snapping on her. Why? I'm gonna be honest. Pun always felt like his wife was fucking cheating. That's why. That's why. Yeah, he had a big complex, but you gotta remember he was a rapper. What that mean? He was on the road a lot. He wasn't home a lot. Get it? He thought she was cheating on him, man. Because they was together for a while. All right, so let's stop playing. So if he was beating ass, if he did beat her, hey, I know a woman scorned. I know some shit you do to a woman she never gonna forget. Do you think Liza held a grudge from when Pun hit her with that goddamn gun? Do you think she held a grudge with Pun? Mind you, now she's disgruntled, holding grudges. Do you think she had a lot of grudges for every time Pun beat her ass, but she ain't want to leave Pun because Pun had that money? I'm setting the stage. Why? Maybe she was confiding in Fat Joe back then. Maybe Fat Joe talked to him. I know he won't stop. Fat Joe said, don't worry, I got him, babe. You know what I'm saying? Anybody seen the movie Casino? You should know what I'm talking about. Remember the movie Casino, bro? Remember how Joe Pesci was fucking his man girl? Remember when his girl started confiding in him and then he started fucking her, finessing her ass? Casino. Same shit. Fat Joe, Liza, man. I think Fat Joe started finessing her to go against her husband. Key thing I'm going to tell you fools again. Big Pun died in the hotel. Now, let me rewind the verse for y'all, and it's so hard. I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. That's my wife. Get your own, you heard? He told you in the song. But don't forget, he recorded that song before he died. He was talking to Fat Joe in that song. It's so hard. All right? Telling y'all what happened. It's my opinion. Me and my niggas always knew that. And I know a grimy chick when I see one. Yeah. I think she held grudges and her and Fat Joe conspired. And Fat Joe told her, I got you. I'm going to take care of you and the kids. I got y'all. Don't worry about it. We just need this done. You know why? Pun had just lost 100 pounds and died. Why the fuck he didn't die when they say he was eating buckets of KFC back to back to back? Why he didn't die then? Why did he die after he went to the funny farm? Guess what else I'm going to tell y'all? When they kept trying to get Pun in that fat funny farm to lose weight, that's when they fucking put the plot together to take Pun out. That's how the shit go. When they put Pun on their goddamn farm, that's when her and Fat Joe probably was fucking their ass off and putting the plot together. That's what I think. Why? Because when Pun comes from the fat farm and he start losing hella weight, all of a sudden he dies in a hotel with you. Then later on, you and Fat Joe start beefing over some fucking money. But guess what, Liza? If you would have had control of Pun's rights, as soon as that shit happened, y'all would have never had these arguments. But I know what the fuck happened. Fat Joe wasn't giving you no rights back then. He finessed your ass because he probably blackmailed your ass back then, giving you dick and having you fucking niggas, and he had dirt on your ass. So when Fat Joe had that dirt on you, he got your ass, Liza. Therefore, you had to fall in line, and you never could say shit. And when it got hectic, you wanted Fat Joe to kick up some more bread because he cut your ass off, so you made a fuss. So guess what they did, Liza? Shut your ass up with a fucking plaque in the street. That's it. Meanwhile, you know what the fuck happened, Liza. Don't play with me. And you know what the fuck Fat Joe did. So all I'm asking you is this, Liza. Why the Big Pun say, niggas want to fuck my wife, niggas want to take my life? Why he say that for? Who was he talking about? Nah, y'all try to make Pun stupid. And don't forget, Pun recorded that song before he died. He was trying to tell us what time it was. But somehow Pun never came out. He was dead after that song. Talk to me, y'all. Meanwhile, this woman done got paid off a book. And part of her claim to fame, that's the only reason why I'm bringing up his wife. After he died, she ran with that narrative of Pun was a woman beater, man. But you know what happened? In my opinion, if you trash Pun's name, Liza, that way nobody will never know you had nothing to do with his death. Just keep pushing the woman beater stuff. Even though Nori told you he go to sleep, Pun had breathing problems. Motherfucker, I told y'all I watch these shows. In a lot of these situations, all the wife does is put the pillow over the face. That's it. Can you see Pun in a hotel belly already could breathe, and somehow his wife just happens to put a pillow on his face in a hotel? Can you see that? Is it easy? We're not saying she did it, but I want to show you how easy this shit is. Did you put a pillow over Pun's face while he was asleep? You look like one of them chicks that'll do that shit to me. Then you kept running with this woman beater narrative shit while he was dead. What woman will keep bashing her husband's legacy? No, because you're smart. The more you bash him as a woman beater, the more nobody will look at you as having anything to do with it. And I told you, aunties, when y'all get old, y'all start slipping up. And that's why Fat Joe should shut the fuck up. You know why? Because I'm going to say you, Liza, and Fat Joe, you conspired against Pun. Y'all did that. Huh? Do you fucking see Fat Joe with Biggie Small's mother and Diddy? I told y'all niggas. Didn't I tell you Miss Wallace sold the fuck out? Didn't I tell you that? She been sold out. Diddy put her in pocket. You blackmail niggas by getting their family. Diddy might have fucked Biggie mother. Who knows? That's how they do it. He learned from the best. It's no coincidence. Diddy and Fat Joe are boys. Both of them, their number one artist, dead. That was not a coincidence. He learned from his partner. No coincidence. Fat Joe, to this day, on government lawn, to this day. But he was able to sell that Bronx shit to the world. When you take away the Bronx from Fat Joe, and you take away Puerto Rican, what does he really have, y'all? It's time to wake up, y'all. If Fat Joe was from fucking Connecticut, would he be that big? If Fat Joe was from fucking Missouri, would he be that big? It's because of the Bronx. That's why. These names hold weight in the industry. I told y'all, a lot of people from the city, they ran with the city name. They ran with our clout, but they was not the real deal. Pun was a real Puerto Rican, a real black brother, a real black Latino, whatever the fuck you want to say, from the Bronx, nigga. That's it. Fat Joe is a fucking knockoff. He hated on that nigga and despised that nigga Pun. Pun got love doing nothing, man. Come outside the whole hood, let that nigga doing nothing. Fat Joe ain't never get that love he got, man. He's a jealous nigga. These industry niggas, y'all know the same pattern, man. They don't want nobody to outshine them, man. All right, they all get it. Also, You think I forgot Fat Joe? You think I forgot Fat Joe when you couldn't put out no decent music and you always had to run the niggas for features? Did you think I forgot about how you had to let Diddy produce your album? And then you still had to have Pun and Terror Squad on that album? And one of my first songs on the whole album is My Life, My World. I'm trying to tell you, man, Fat Joe, you never really been shit since Flo Joe, bro. Being honest with you. So look. Liars has something to do with that shit, y'all. It's my opinion. You see it with Pun on the shirt. It's all about the merch, making money. Sick. I don't give a fuck about Pun. All right, y'all. Other than Liza beefing for money, when have you seen Liza push Pun's legacy to another level? When have you seen it? I'll wait. Then you'll see magically when after Remy got out of jail, because Fat Joe part of why Remy went to fucking jail anyway, my opinion. Soon as she got out, Fat Joe, come on, Remy, let's go back in the studio. I know you're hungry. I know you got them bars, girl. Come on, let's go. All the way up. Remy helps make Fat Joe a star again. Even though Pun is the one that found Remy. You see how Fat Joe been on Pun dick even when he was dead, still had to mess with his artists? I'm going to ask y'all another question. You name me 3 hits in 30 years Fat Joe got on his own by himself. 3. 3, nigga. Give me 3 by himself. He been out for 30 years, right? So you give me 3 hits Fat Joe did on by himself. And I'm going to wait. Thank you, Inquiring Minds. None. You know, he got songs with Ashanti. He got songs with Lil Wayne. He got songs with Chris Brown. They mastered that shit 10 years ago. What? The hottest person come out, run to him, get a feature. I tell you, a lot of shit been keeping these niggas around. A lot of this shit been keeping them around. They've been pulling internet games, industry tricks, all that shit. See that? So let's ask the question, y'all. Why is Fat Joe talking about Chris Brown and Rihanna, but he did not speak about Diddy and Cassie? Me, I don't choose nothing. Whatever's on the desk, I'm going to talk about it. I don't got no picks. But I know one thing, Fat Joe, all you got to know is Pun told me to get you, nigga. That's it. I don't know why. He just told me to do it. I don't know. Shit. I was telling you, man. You and Liza has something to do with that shit, man. All right? Recent. I told you Fresh Montana was a fucking fraud from the Bronx. You bought it. The same nigga at the store that made fucking Boss Head pepper turkey and Swiss, you thought was a fucking blood gangster. Fresh Montana. Mac and cheese. He told you he was a clown. He told you he was a fraud. He the same motherfucker was in the goddamn store saying, how many blunts would you like? That's that nigga, man. A fraud. But you bought it, Bronx. You know why Bronx? It ain't got nothing to do with the Bronx. It's just that people in the Bronx was trained to accept anything that's hip-hop out the Bronx. That's it. That's all that happened, man. So my point is this. Y'all know these niggas been playing industry games. Let's ask another question. After Pun died, did Fat Joe keep Big Pun's legacy going? Even though when Big Pun was alive, he was up his ass 24/7, calling himself twins. Come on, twin. That's how much he was on his dick. See that? And Pun was always, they say Pun was always loyal to Fat Joe because he put him on. And they say even Pun knew Fat Joe was full of shit and a fraud too. But he put him on. We from the generation, the era of loyalty, man. And I've been learned later on that loyalty can work against you to default. So that's why I learned you be loyal to a certain extent. But when that person is fraud, you leave them the fuck alone. Period. Diddy taught Fat Joe the game, man. Can you now see Fat Joe is really a Puerto Rican mixed with an Italian? Not Cuban. He might be black mixed with Italian. Fuck that shit you talking about. I'm starting to think he black mixed with Italian now. I'm about to take the Puerto Rican out of that shit, y'all. Y'all been giving him a pass with that Puerto Rican stuff, man. He just tried to go hard when Puerto Rican, when remember? The industry do the same shit. Y'all forgot when they let our Latino people take over the game? You forgot? Forgot when Pun was winning, J-Lo was winning? That was a gimmick. They always do that shit. Shakina, they always do that. They give people the game, they take it from them. They gave the Spanish people the game. Remember? Did you forget Nori had fell off in the fucking game and he started singing reggaeton? Nori been fell off. You been fell off, Nori. Stop it. Then when that reggaeton shit fell off, you went back hiding again. You came out with Drink Champs. That's it, bro. But I'm going to prove to y'all, Nori always try to claim fame to be Pun's best friend. Now let's look at Nori. What did Nori do when Pun died? Did he maintain his legacy? If I'm not mistaken, now somebody correct me, I might not remember, but if I'm not mistaken, Nori, you're on this DVD too, a Pun. The same DVD Pun is accused of being a woman beater, and they're showing your homeboy looking like a piece of shit. I think that's the same as that video. You told the world that Pun had problems staying awoke. And you would talk to Pun, he'd go to sleep in the middle of conversation. But what you were doing was disrespecting and slandering your homeboy. Nori, I thought you was a real nigga. You fucking tricked me. I never knew you was really a bitch and a hoe. Now I believe what Prodigy said, nigga. And now, Nori, I'm starting to think you was a fucking snitch, too. I'm starting to think you was snitching on niggas in Left Rack and Queensbridge, man. You might have been a snitch, bro. You might have been a fucking snitch. No, I'm being real. Know why? Because you've been playing both sides, that's why. You know for a fact, Terror Squad, your man Pun did not fuck with Jay-Z. You knew that. But you was playing both sides, bro. You always been doing that shit. But Jay-Z ain't forget. Because one thing your stupid ass don't know, Jay-Z from Brooklyn, niggas hold grudges. That's why he never went on your fucking show, nigga. See? Brooklyn niggas will forgive sometime. We don't forget shit. So if you think Jay-Z was stupid enough to know that, nigga, you was all up Pun ass back in the day, nigga. You was all up Pun ass back in 97 and all that. Yeah, that was your man, right? Your man hit my man. My man's crowned niggas in the head with a bottle. Yeah, Pun crowned niggas in the head with a bottle out of Rockefeller camp. You think Jay-Z forgot that? But see, they knew you was an industry nigga, Nori. You got your claim to fame for shooting up that movie theater back in the day, and you ran with that shit. You ran with that shooter shit, Nori. I got niggas from my hood that shooters too, but they pussy without the gun. They pussy. And they pussy right now because they ain't shooters no more. See? Are you one of those niggas, Nori? Or was you one of them niggas that get drunk and just shoot at niggas? I'm starting to think that. And I'm going to tell you something else, Nori. You know the 3 Chinese brothers from your hood? Yeah, nigga, I know them too. I grew up with them. Yeah, I know about their black father. But them niggas had the poodles back in the day, all that, nigga. I'm from the motherfucking Mexico building, nigga. Apartment, 6K, nigga. Facing the swimming pool. Yeah, that's where I was a baby at. I moved out of Left Rack City when I was 8 years old, nigga. These are facts. I don't know you, though. Do I got to break it down? I lived in the Mexico building, USA building right there. From the USA building in Iraq, I lived in the Mexico building right there, next to it. Go through the whole Argentina building. Yeah, nigga, I was a little dirty boy running around Left Rack as a little boy, nigga, running through the basement on the roofs. I was there when the Jamaicans came out there with the weed. I remember the barbershop near, nigga. I remember the parties in the park by the pool. I'm a real Left Rack nigga as a baby, but y'all don't know that, though. Same home as Large Professor, Akinelli. Yeah, the same place where Russell Simmons lived, with Andre Harrell. I was born in Left Rack as a baby, niggas. A lot of y'all didn't know that. I don't know Nori, but I used to see his father at the Lost Battalion gym downstairs at the boxing ring. I used to break dance at the Lost Battalion as a little boy. His father was a trainer. So I wish Nori see this video and the nigga prove me wrong. I remember Nori when your father was boxing downstairs, bro. If you don't believe me, you go in the Lost Battalion. Upstairs, the gym, niggas play ball, niggas to break dance. You go downstairs, you start smelling that musty ass smell, niggas downstairs in the gym boxing. And I seen Nori Pops downstairs boxing back in the day, training niggas. I didn't know it was his pops. So I didn't know that was Nori Pops till his pops died and he put him on the album. I was like, oh shit, that's the man who used to be in the gym back in the day. These are facts. So I tell you, I know a lot about these fools. I know a lot about these fools. Nori, you've been fugazi, bro. You've been playing games, and you did Pone dirty. When Pone was locked up, that's when the industry recruited you, and you started playing them industry games. Hey, I'm gonna ask you, Nori, when Capone was in jail, was you doing funny shit at Def Jam, nigga? Because I never understood why they were so fond of you. You never had no lyrics, bro. Meanwhile, you was playing both sides. 1 minute Pun your homeboy, now look at you. And you did not keep Pun legacy going, Nori. You don't even mention, you barely mention any Pun stories on Drink. Nori, when the fuck are you going to do an interview on Drink Champs? When the fuck are you going to let somebody interview you on Drink Champs? You got a lot of rap stories, nigga. When you going to tell yours? Some of those L's might come out, right? All right. See, a lot of niggas hated Prodigy. But one thing I'm going to say about Prodigy, he told the truth a lot. He mixed a lot of shit up in that book. He fabricated a lot of shit. Yes, he did. But he told a lot of truth. One thing Prodigy told you, he told you Jay-Z was a fucking fraud. He told you that 20 years ago. One thing I ain't never gonna take from Mobb Deep, they really used to fuck niggas up. They really used to be about that shit, all right? So I ain't gonna let niggas take that from Mobb Deep neither. But they trick Havoc to go against Prodigy, and that's how Havoc destroyed his own fucking group. Remember that gay text message stuff about Prodigy? Remember how Havoc was indulging in that shit like it was funny, huh? But Havoc didn't know, but I knew it back then. He was destroying his own legacy. That's why to this day, Havoc will never get another penny off a Mobb Deep track. That's why in the last day, when them niggas could have been on tour getting that Mobb Deep money, Havoc, you can't get no Mobb Deep money because you destroyed your legacy. You were supposed to protect your man Prodigy, regardless to the fact that was y'all bag, y'all put in work, you let them niggas trick you to destroy his legacy. They didn't like Prodigy because Prodigy was against their stupid ass. That's why they didn't like him. Why? Because he was a little nigga from Long Island and he wasn't playing those games like Nori was. That's all it was. I ain't gonna take nothing from him. Remember in rap, the key thing is too, always take all the credit from anybody from Long Island. That's the secret of the rap game in New York City too. So all the people from Long Island been magically written out of history, even though some of the most gangsters niggas like fuck Eric B, motherfucking Freddie Fox, Bumpy Knuckles, all right? Niggas scared of that nigga, all right? Straight up. And niggas know Bumpy Knuckles fuck niggas up for real and pull that gun out. So niggas knew that, but the key is, never big up Long Island. So that's why they always shitted on Prodigy. But you gotta remember, niggas from Long Island got money. Prodigy had the money, he had the fucking guns for the hood niggas. One thing about New York, you might be a lame or nerd, whatever you think, but the money motherfuckers are the nerds and they get the guns, nigga. That's how it always go. All right? So I'm just telling you, this old shit, now we getting back to it. See young Cameron Pun, chilling. All right? Because those real New York niggas, that's the real Harlem and the real Bronx connection right there. That's the real shit, y'all. Pun was a real nigga. I got another question for you. Did you ever see Cameron show love to Fat Joe like that? Did you ever see Cameron under Fat Joe? Did you ever see Cameron playing the industry game with Fat Joe? Cameron knew all them niggas was fake too. He knew it. Because they tried to play with him. He knew all that shit. I'm going to ask you again. Did you ever see Cameron show love with Fat Joe? And I'm going to wait. I'm talking to my Bronx people. My uptown. Was Cameron ever fond of Fat Joe? 30-something years. How many songs they got together? Tell me. I'll show you. I should have loaded a picture of Pun hugging the fuck out of Cam, biting his head and shit. That's how much he loved Cam. Facts. And Pun was the type of nigga, if you could spit, that nigga had love for you. That's just how he was, because niggas love real rap. Biggie was the same way. I told y'all back then, if you could rap, niggas showed you real love. Niggas would sign you on a fucking spot. Didn't they tell you how Biggie signed Cam on the spot? Because he heard them fucking bars, nigga. Real hip-hop niggas knew what time it was back then, man. Yo, you nice, bro. Niggas give you a shine back then. See? Now let me bring it back to fast forward or the sissy era. Now, niggas be knowing niggas hot, but they don't tell them. They be on niggas nuts, but they don't show niggas no love because they not men no more. See? Back in the day, you a nice, yo, bro. Son, you doing your thing. Yo, you nice, bro. Yo, where you be at, man? Yo, I'm trying to get you on this song, whatever. Yo, I'm trying to get you open up. Yo, give me a number, man. Back in a regular phone day, niggas call your house. They had niggas homies, man. Yo, so-and-so called a crib. Yo, you know so-and-so from Arista Records called a house, right? Nigga mom's taking a message telling nigga, oh, yo, we got to go to Manhattan, yo. That's what was going on back then. Oh, yo, we got a meeting. That's what's going on. So my point, it was just normal shit. But if you could spit, niggas fuck with you. Everybody know that. So my point is this, man. Did anybody ever fuck with Fat Joe like that? You tell me. This when Fat Joe was trying to be like Diddy. This when Diddy and the niggas on their jiggy shit with the suits. You'll see Fat Joe always parallel Diddy as well. Diddy grew out of beard, Fat Joe started Beijing his beard. Can you see right there? Now let's look at it because I love it. I love it. Now let's look at a real Puerto Rican next to a fake Puerto Rican. Can you see what I was telling y'all? That niggas ain't Puerto Rican. He's a liar. He's a liar. Fat Joe got a lot of white blood in him, y'all. Don't believe that shit. Until he prove it, I don't believe him. And my proof is the motherfucker cannot speak Spanish. No hablo español. Blanco. Now, you see Pun? You see the brown skin? You see the melanin chilling? You see him with the big piece like a boss? Look at Fat Joe, look at P on a fucking hater. Pun was that dude, man. He couldn't understand how nigga 400 pounds was just a fly nigga. He couldn't understand that shit. Why? Because some nigga just got it, that's why. See that? He could not understand. He like, yo, I've been in the fucking game since back in the day. I've been up on the DITC, all these. How the fuck he come out and top me, get all this love? He just, get it? If Big Pun would have never been with Fat Joe, he'd still be alive, y'all. That's my opinion, man. It's my opinion. All right? Now for my young hip-hop heads, do you see My man Big Pun with the Cuban link white gold that these idiots still wearing to this day like it's fucking new. Do you see my man Pun with the fucking chain? I told you, black people, brown people, nothing is fucking new. It's only recycled. That's why I told you this time around I ain't wearing white gold. I did it already. All right, it's gonna play out again. Y'all see Pun with the Cuban link, the white Cuban link? All right. So why is everybody so happy for a Cuban link? Why every rapper got the rapper chain that I now call a rapper chain, a Cuban link? Every rapper got the same chain. But I told you, when you're rich, your dumb ass supposed to get a custom chain. Let me show you the custom piece he got on. All right? You already saw it, right? But when we from New York, when we get money, we go get custom shit. All right, that's what we do. See that big ass Terror Squad shit? Nigga, New York started that shit. I don't give a fuck none of you rap niggas from around. I don't give a fuck where you're from, the South, the West. Don't ever forget who started all this shit. Don't ever forget who started the big chains, the bling and shit. Don't forget who started the custom pieces and the gold, nigga. Don't forget that. All right? So a lot of y'all got big-headed. Y'all started acting like this shit was new. No, we've been doing this shit. Nigga, this from the 90s. It's a 90s picture, idiot. 90s. You niggas still running around going to try to convince me that all this shit I'm seeing is new. You ain't going to do that. It's all old to me. All right? Because real fly niggas and real New York niggas know what time it is. All right? Ain't nothing new you going to show me. Only thing new you can show me is how to fucking fly. Another thing you can show me new is how to disappear. Some shit like that. Other than that, you ain't show me nothing new. All right? Sit. You fucking bring Tupac back and shit. That's some new shit. Other than that, ain't nothing new. So I'm just showing you, man. History. Huh? Fuck you talking about? Did I tell you all the real niggas dead? Think that's coincidence? Oh, who else came out in 97 was the hottest nigga smoking? DMX. Damn, fam, how you forget that? The hottest niggas in 97 that was ushering in us to the 2000 was these guys. They knew these niggas was going to take over rap and take it to a whole nother level. So I kept telling y'all, they been killing rap. How they do that? Any rapper that had a chance to sustain the culture, take it to another level, any rapper that had love in their heart for the people, a voice, that wasn't with the industry games, somehow magically they all disappeared and got faded. Magically. All of them got a sketchy scenario around their death. And they all died before their time. Some miraculous shit, ain't it, y'all? See that? See Big Pun sucking off DMX back then? DMX was the man, y'all. Did DMX need a lot of niggas on the stage to do a show? Huh? That's real talent, y'all. Rest in peace, Guru. All right? Y'all see Pun with Gangstar Guru, Cuban Link, old school. Some of y'all didn't know, Guru, that was like my OG. Guru, the first rapper I knew for real. Guru from my neighborhood. Guru been died too, and Premier been running with his clout. When I was in D&D studio, that's why I was around. When I seen Guru, he always showed me love, man. I even ran the Guru in fucking Virginia back in the day. That nigga showed me love, and I said, oh, shit. Guru, man, was a real nigga, man. That's why he dead, too. I'm telling y'all, man, these are real niggas that would have put you on. These are the real motherfuckers from New York, man. Why you think he had to get rid of Cuban Link? Because Cuban Link knew some funny shit was going on, and he had to get rid of that nigga, man. Because Cuban Link was the blocker between Liza and Fat Joe. Cuban Link was on a goddamn job, so he had to get him out the way. So I'm going to say it again, y'all. I think Fat Joe and Liza conspired to get Big Pun out the way and make it look like an accident or just a death in a hotel. That's what I think. See that recent shit? You see him still with his big homie to this day? You see how both of them, all of them got the same beard? See how them got the same swag? But one thing happened. Ain't none of them niggas say shit about Diddy. But you see Fat Joe want to talk about Chris Brown. He wants to pick on little Chris Brown. Fat Joe, you about 25 years older than that boy. Why the fuck you ain't talking about Diddy, nigga? You still making them fake ass looks. Fat Joe, you're going to get yours because Pun said so, nigga, not me. You're going to get yours, bro. All you niggas going to get y'all for what y'all did to the black and brown community, man. That's all y'all going to get y'all's, man. Promise y'all that. Y'all think y'all going to sit around and get money off these migrants and everybody gone? It's not going to happen, man. Y'all all going to get y'all's, man, because y'all did a lot of fuck shit. All right? Started a beef. All this beef and shit. Hating on 50. I'm from New York. New York. You on a song with Ja Rule dissing 50. Years later, you hop on 50 nuts. Fraud. Fugazi ass nigga. I'm from New York. New York. I got 100 drums. I fucking hate that shit, man. I fucking hate you niggas. All right? Because you fraud. That's why you ain't New York, nigga. Fuck you talking about? I'm from New York. Niggas all ran to Miami was singing that shit. They dropped the shit in the goddamn Miami studio. See that? But they all want to hate on 50. But now when they all their career went down to fucking trash, magically everybody hopped on 50 Cent nuts again once they saw Power been popping. See how these niggas are groupies? Now, my people from the Bronx, can you now get to your head? Can y'all now finally put Fat Joe to rest? Y'all know he ain't a real Bronx nigga. Y'all know he ain't really do nothing for the Bronx. All he did was put sneakers there. That's it. He just put a store, try to sell y'all kicks and clothes. That's it. But his store is also used for spying on niggas. His store is used for spying on niggas. Spying on niggas trapping on the block. That's it. Can you now see Fat Joe is white for real, mixed with black? He ain't even fucking, I'm taking the Spanish shit out of it. He ain't Puerto Rican, man. He ain't, man. Stop the bullshit. I swear to God, I bet you I know more Spanish than this nigga. I bet you I do. The fuck out of here. This nigga has no brown in him. Look, he's white. It's okay. I think the secret is that nigga is Italian mixed with black. That's what I think, man. He ain't got no Spanish in him. His mother's Italian, nigga. Because when you from the Bronx, nigga, that shit wasn't going to fly. That nigga's a liar. He's a fucking liar. Now, I'm going to be real, y'all. If any of y'all saw his mother speaking Spanish, y'all saw his mother speaking Spanish, then I'll shut up. But if you ain't never see that man mother, that nigga full of shit. That nigga lied to us, y'all. For that nigga to, no, fuck that. Fuck that, Fat Joe. You ain't getting off the hook. You ain't Puerto Rican, nigga. I'm going to prove that shit today till niggas prove me wrong. If you ain't never seen Fat Joe with his mother, his goddamn sisters, his family, together, he ain't proved us he Puerto Rican, nigga. I ain't going for that shit. All right? Why I say that? Because everything Fat Joe do, he act like a fucking white motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the truth. Meaning, that nigga has no love for black and brown. That's all I'm saying. Everything he did was some treacherous shit, just like his homeboy. Or do they work for the same people? They did the same shit. That's why you'll see, once Biggie Smalls' mother got that payoff from LAPD, she don't give a fuck about what happened to Big. She don't really want to know who killed Big. She don't give a fuck about that shit no more, y'all. I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. Diddy been keeping that woman in pocket, man. Fat Joe was doing the same thing with Liza, keeping Liza in pocket the whole time. In my opinion, Fat Joe was grooming her. Big Pun went to the fat farm, man. Pun had to go lose weight. He was at the fat farm. I forgot how many days. He was there for a minute. Y'all do y'all research, man. Pun was going on trips for a minute. But think about it, y'all. Back then, you don't think, we got to go back then. Let's look back then. Boom. Well, it was said that allegedly Pun was beating on him. So back then, you don't think she had a lot of grudges? And you don't think when Pun, anytime Pun would leave her, she would probably do her? Now let's rewind it. When Pun went to the funny farm, he was already rich. That means Liza was rich. When Pun was in the funny farm, the fat farm, do you think Liza rich ass was getting dick? Or you think she was just in the house doing the right thing? Do you think when Pun was losing his weight, do you think Fat Joe was paying her visits? Do you think her and Fat Joe was kicking it? What you think? Also, I ain't gonna lie, another joke me and my homies had is that Big Pun had got robbed for his punishing or his publishing. Because remember, you heard the stories of how Fat Joe used to give Pun the money, he'll spend it up. Fat Joe was penny pinching them. He was penny pinching them the whole time to control their situation. Get it? But Pun was loyal, so he kept holding it down. Meanwhile, use your brain. If Pun is in a funny farm, Liza calls up Fat Joe. Hey, Joe, I need some money, man. My point is, common sense will tell you, Liza and Fat Joe had an open line of communication. That is my point. And I'm pretty sure they did a lot of talking behind Pun's back. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm going to say it again on the recap. Pun tells the world he just lost 100 pounds. He trying to live. The same song he told a nigga, that's my wife. Get your own. You heard? The same song he said, niggas want to fuck my wife. Niggas want to take my life. And the song was recorded before he died. Now you tell me, what the fuck was Pun talking about? What's going on? Are y'all getting it? I'm going to say he finessed the whole shit. I'm going to just make up a scenario. I'm reaching. It's not a fact. I'm going to just put it in these terms so people get what I'm saying, but it's not a fact. I'm going to say Fat Joe started fucking her and paying her off, and he came with a plot. No, Liza's not right. What Pun do? He beating on me, Joe. It's not right. He beating on me, Joe. Da-da-da. Don't worry, Liza, I got you. Whole time, this fool already got the plan. I'm about to get all that publishing. I'm about to do a Diddy. Same way Diddy did with Big. I'm about to get this publishing for Pun. Plus, man, Pun being bigger than me, everybody feeling him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Pun hard-headed. And don't forget that, too. Pun was a problem, y'all. Fat Joe was frustrated with Pun because Pun was still riding around with guns and shit. Pun was still on that street shit, nigga, chasing niggas around the hood. Ask DJ Who Kid. All right? That's why Fat Joe was an industry nigga, and he was getting upset that Pun was still dealing with his street ways, y'all. Remember, same thing Jay-Z did to Beanie. See, when you an industry nigga and you keep acting street, sometimes they get rid of the street niggas, man. They don't like that shit. So Pun was a threat. Fat Joe also knew. What else did Fat Joe know, y'all? I want to throw this out there, too. I'm going to throw this out there, too. Let's use our brain, y'all. Check it out. Pun was a real nigga. Keep that in mind. Keep the gun on him. You don't think as time went on and Pun realized, Fat Joe, motherfucker, you jerked me? You don't think Pun was going to back that gun out on Fat Joe one day eventually when he found out this nigga fucked me on my paperwork? You don't think Joe already knew that? Eventually, I got to get rid of this nigga. But I need him right now because, you know, Wu-Tang running deep. I broke down. Wu-Tang running deep. Mobb Deep running deep. At that era, all the punk rappers started trying to form cliques. I need to go get me somebody from the Bronx, man. I need to go get somebody from the Bronx. Yo, that dude Pun? Yeah. Chris? Yeah. He got, niggas fuck with him. Yeah. Niggas respect that. He bust his gun. He went and got that nigga. But meanwhile, Pun the one with the goons. So he signed Pun, and then Pun brought the goons. Those were tactics New York niggas was doing back then. That's why you see Nori had Murder Unit. When it was all said and done, Murder Unit just disappeared. But when these punk rappers were scared to travel America by themselves, they started forming entourages and fake-ass labels. That's what happened. How can I prove it was a fake label? You'll see any rapper with a label, nobody never fucking came out on that shit. That's what happened. Even DMX had a label. Ain't nobody never come out on that shit, y'all. That's the truth. Ain't nobody never come out on them niggas' labels, man. Those labels were for protection. Bust around, Flip Mode Squad. Whole time nigga hating on Rod Digger, all right? Period. Shout out to Rod Digger, man. So look, Liza and Fat Joe conspired against Pun. That's what I'm gonna say. Why? When Pun died, he was in a hotel with her. But what happened after that, what really fucked me up, after he died, they made a point to tell the world in a video that he was a woman beater. And they put the video out of him hitting her with a pistol. Now let's ask the question. When they put this video out, you got to understand, Liza got paid off of that. Why did Liza let them put out a video? Why the fuck did you get in a video of them putting your husband as a piece of shit after he was already dead? Knowing you was going to fuck his legacy up. And I'm going to say this. Liza did that, so we would never think she had nothing to do with that shit. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it again. Every situation on the ID channel, every situation where a woman kills their husband, they always use the excuse that he was a woman beater. These are facts. But the key is, I'm not co-signing Pun beating on you. If he did that, that was fucked up. But the key is, what the fuck was you doing to make Pun so mad? What the fuck was you doing, Liza? Was you cheating on that man? Did he catch you a whole lot? Was he a rapper with the bag and you was spending money on other niggas behind his back when he was on tour? I ain't stupid. Rappers go on tour. When he go on tour, you by yourself. Liza, was you getting caught cheating on Pun? Was you just with him because of the money? You really wanted to leave, but you just didn't want to leave because of the money? Which one was it, Liza? Because when he died, you made sure you made a point to destroy Pun's name. You did that. And I think Fat Joe told you to do it because I think both of y'all put that goddamn DVD out to trash that nigga while he was dead. That's what y'all did. So that little beef you had, the beef you got with Fat Joe, Liza, I'm going to say it comes from an agreement that was made back in the 90s. All right? Early 2000, pardon me, 2000. I'm going to say this. I'm reaching, nothing I say as a fact, disclaimer. I'm going to say the real reason why y'all was beefing because Fat Joe promised to take care of you for the rest of your life after you took Big Pun out in that hotel. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it again, Liza. Did you put a pillow on Big Pun's face while he was sleeping? Maybe. On that note, I know spirit, and you ain't innocent. On that note, shout out to little Chris. He was just a little boy. He didn't know what was going on. He was green, y'all. I think his mother played him. Hey, bro, how many times did we find out mothers lied to their fucking son and brainwashed them? My mom did it to me. She turned me against my dad, too, when I was young. Then when I got older, I peeped the truth. I think Liza did it to little Chris, man. And I think the plan was for him to never be a rapper. And I think Liza was in on that, too. But you got to understand warfare from the street, fool. If Liza and Fat Joe stages a fake beef, nobody would ever suspect they had something to do with pun death. You won't trick me. So let's keep a fake beef going, and then we'll throw off little Chris, and we'll throw everybody else off. Meanwhile, motherfuckers ain't had no beef anyway. They staged a fake beef. As long as her and Fat Joe got beef, nobody would suspect them. How we know they had real beef? Because we just seen them at the same event, Big Pun Award. Stop playing with me. It is what it is, y'all. So I let the internet and let everybody else figure it out. My opinion, she has something to do with that shit. Niggas want to take my life. Niggas want to fuck my wife. But it's so hard. Niggas was telling you I'm going through a lot of shit. That's why I said that song Is So Hard is really the New York anthem. It's one of them, y'all. Get it? And he told you, man. He told you in the Big Apple where it's quick to get your shit tackled. Best friends kidnap you. You know what I mean? No, let me rewind it. Enemy spit at you. Best friend kidnap you. Trust no one. Got beef, bust your gun. You don't need no one. Talking about that you owe him. I'm going to go for Dolo. Scarface without Manolo. Won't be Poppy or Solo. Busting heat. Throwing bolos. He told you, man. New York, nigga. That's pun. It's gone now. Bronx, stand up. All right? So don't play with me. That's the New York anthem. That's one of them. Not I'm from New York. That shit is, I fucking hate that song. I swear to God. I swear to God. If I ever go somewhere else, I might start shooting at that event. I don't want to hear that shit. That ain't no real New York song. And newsflash for those who don't know, that song New York, Jay-Z is snitching on the niggas that used to sell drugs on Broadway. Because I used to go to the McDonald's with niggas. We used to get that work. He was snitching on the song. He was telling how everybody used to get their work on Broadway. Now, guess what? After that song, niggas was never able to sell work on Broadway like that again for real after that song. Niggas didn't know that, though. He made that whole shit hot. When they came out that song, New York, that was really when they started to regentrify that shit. That's what happened. All right? So I'm just telling you the truth. Just telling you the truth. So like I said, New York, what happened to the saying New York? We rolled for Dolo. But all of a sudden, everybody from New York became followers. So when I seen New York start following down south, west coast, Chicago start following well, guess what happened, New York? You forgot who you are. You lost yourself. You lost your history. Hey, I was down with a lot of shit too, but I never forgot who the fuck I am, where I'm from. Yeah, y'all did that. So I'm just gonna show you, man. Put shit back in perspective. Tell your kids the truth. Half this shit was lies, man. You feel me? So that's why I told you the plan is to write New York out of history. All every level, rap, don't matter. All that, right their ass out. When it's all said and done, their greatest drug dealer was a snitch named Alpo. Write their ass out of history. Don't give New York no more glory. All right, that's what happened, man. So I'm just letting y'all know, man, all this shit was bullshit. And I'm going to say this. You and Fat Joe conspired to take Pun out. Till niggas prove me wrong, that's my stupid ass opinion. Rest in peace, Pun. Pun told me to say that. All right? And I had to let it be known that Pun Ben was wearing white gold Cuban links, fool. That shit is old. Can you now see that the bracelet Hassan Campbell was wearing was fucking fake? You see that Big Pun bracelet, nigga? That's from Fordham Road right there back in the day, nigga. That's real Fordham gold bracelet, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Didn't I tell you real diamonds when the light hit it, the shit start blinging? That's Pun. You see the bracelet? How a fucking nigga do a live on camera? The nigga do a live on camera, camera pointing right at the bracelet, no fucking diamonds shining, nothing. You niggas wearing fake gold, everything. You should be ashamed of yourself. You niggas wearing fake diamonds, fake all that shit. Fugazi. Sad niggas. Sad. But you always had the Bronx in your mouth. Sorry ass niggas, man. Shout out to the old lives, man. All right? Once again, Beyonce, you ain't no fucking Michael Jackson. None of you niggas is. You're all carbon copy knockoffs, all right? And give Michael Jackson's credit. He the first person to get the fucking BBL popping off, man, all right? He was the first nigga get his face done, man. All right? What else? Man, he was the first nigga wearing the aviator shades, man. That's where Puffy got it from. And Hassan, nigga. All right? What else? You is not him. You look like you got on Paul McCartney shades. You look like a punk rocker. Even though I already broke down to y'all the whole punk rock scenario, and I showed you punk rockers are fruity. Now look, Chris Brown, you will forever be known as a junkie now, bro. A junkie and a woman beater. Not because I said so, bro. It's because the white people said it, not me. Don't get mad at me. Look, Tyson Bedford says Chris Brown is on drugs. Let's stop with the Michael Jackson comparison. As of now, anybody compare Chris Brown to Michael Jackson, you on drugs. Because he ain't nothing like that. And I already did it already. I don't feel like doing a recap. See that? Now, what it looked like he said in that picture? It looked like two things. Either he just finished hitting the bill, he just finished taking a whiff, and that shit get that nigga brain freeze, or he walking up on somebody about to buy something. That's what it looked like. All bros know that track, know the face. We know that's the look we see when nigga comes to the block about to spend that money, or we had our back turned counting the money, and we turn around and say, nigga, what the fuck you want? Hey, man, am I lying? Come on, bro. This Chris Brown, y'all. This y'all millennial. This y'all generation. This half of y'all. This is y'all. All right? Being real. Being real. All right? Microwave era, man. This your brain on fucking music. This your brain on Chris Brown, man. I ain't stupid, man. I know half. I'm going to say it again. I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but I'm going to be real. This is the main reason why I give a lot of people passes. Because I know most people born after 84, 9 times out of 10, you might be a fucking crack baby. It's the truth. All right? I'm going to say it again. If you were born after 84 and your parents was on the street, if your mother ran the street after 84, 9 times out of 10, you might be a crack baby. I told y'all that. That's why I gave a whole generation a pass that was born from 84 to about 2000. Because I know it was a lot of crack sold in, and a lot of people was victims of that shit. So a lot of people from 84 to 2000, I give them a pass. This is truth. Because I know the truth. All right? A lot of brains got fried in those houses with crackhead mothers, man. Crackhead mothers raised their kids off microwaves and shit like that, TV dinners, man, and shelter food, man. Get it? Just being real, man. So I'm just letting you know, man. I think Chris Brown's mother was a crackhead, and she sold that nigga to Diddy back in the day. Let's ask the question. How was Chris Brown around Diddy going to New York City from Virginia as a teenager? You ain't Michael Jackson, nigga. You ain't nowhere near him. You ain't never make nobody faint. Your ass cannot, you ain't never start no dance, all right? You ain't start no moonwalk, nigga. And Michael Jackson would never do no clown shit like that. For one, he ain't wearing no bell bottoms with a yellow shirt. He will not hang from a string like a fucking clown, all right? That's you, Chris. And that's why Michael laughing at your stupid ass. Why? Because you got stuck in the air. Chris Brown gets stuck, suspended in the air during concert, trying to pull shenanigans and be Michael Jackson, all right? You're a fraud, nigga. Straight up. And you ain't seen an award. Nigga, you ain't smelt an award in 15 years. Nigga, motherfucker even let you hold an award in your hand. Oh, it did ice it out, Chris Brown. The American Music Award, they told you to come 2 summers ago, and they made you think you was going to do a tribute to Michael Jackson. They just needed you to help train the dancers. When it was all said and done, they said, Chris Brown, we good. Your service is no longer needed here. They got mad. They proved to you wasn't Michael Jackson. How the fuck they get you to do the tribute to Michael Jackson in the practice, but when it came time to do the show, they sent your ass home. You explain it to me, Chris Brown. Even the white people know you ain't no damn Michael Jackson. But Michael Jackson was the only person the white man was fucking fond of, and even the white man knew that shit. Even a white man could have had a gun and go to kill Michael. Michael had a certain power. You just dropped the gun, man. And they had a certain power to him, man. You feel me? That's why they had to get a black man to disguise him as a doctor to give him medicine, man. They were scared of Mike, too. Know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, you were selling clothes at your house. You had a yard sale. Michael Jackson had a fucking whole play park, nigga. You ain't Michael Jackson. Get it to your fucking head, nigga. The whole world don't want to be like you. The whole world was wearing Jerry curls, except for me. You ain't do that, Chris. You ain't do shit. You ain't no trendsetter, nothing. You just a nigga that harmonize and move your waist a lot. That's it. You just harmonize, bro. You don't do nothing, man. All right, Chris Brown, you don't do shit. And you got delusional fans, bro. That's a cult. So, Fat Joe, stop sucking on Chris Brown with these lies. Stop comparing to Michael Jackson. Reason why I say that, stop bringing them up in the same topic. Another thing, Fat Joe, you did that was grimy, you did put Chris Brown's name in abuse at the wrong time. All right? You did do that on purpose. Why is Fat Joe bringing up Chris Brown old shit? Chris Brown would have reached Michael Jackson's level if not for Rihanna attack, Fat Joe says. Well, Diddy would still be at the top if he didn't whip Cassie ass. That's what you should have said, Fat Joe. fat boy. Nigga, you're not Puerto Rican. You're white. I see it on you. You look like pink meat to me, nigga. No disrespect. No disrespect. Y'all let them fool y'all with that. My people from the Bronx. Come on, man. How the hell y'all let a motherfucker trick y'all that he Puerto Rican and you never heard a nigga even speak Spanish? The nigga don't even have a Puerto Rican accent when he talk English. Oh my God, man. I'm so glad. Shout out to my real Puerto Rican brothers that I grew up with, that I know. You know what I'm saying? Shit is sad, bro. I'm glad I'm from Eastern York. For those who don't know, Eastern York is the Bronx of Brooklyn, for those who don't fucking know. All right? So I know what the fuck I'm talking about, all right? Fat Joe's a fake Puerto Rican nigga. I bet you goddamn well he ain't grow up stripping cars, none of that shit. I bet you Fat Joe don't know shit about nothing. So stop it. Nigga ain't go to Puerto Rico for the summer, none of that shit, man. Stop it. That nigga don't get tans in the summer. Stop it. On that note, we gotta get out of here, man. Fake ass tough guy. He's a fucking agent. And I told y'all Jim Jones started this. Pride Month. So hopefully, Jim Jones, they salute you at the fucking parade. Jim Jones started the ass out type pants for New Yorkers and the rest of the world too. All right? You see him, tight shirt, pink, tight as fuck, ass out. Get it? Jim Jones. But y'all believe he was a street gangster. You believe that. Even though you saw the nigga get chased out of Rucker Park, you still believe he was a gangster. All right? So fuck you niggas. See, little baby? Shout out to Atlanta, man. This is the definition of the new drip. Because these niggas be moist, so they be dripping. See that? Pocketbook. We done on that. I had to show my love to Pride, man. I ain't got nothing against Pride people, man. I had to show y'all love, man. These are y'all icons and y'all leaders, man. These are y'all celebrities now, man. Y'all stole them from us. Let's go. On that note, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. I'm going to holler at the chat. Don't forget, y'all, it was 14 mass shootings in 3 days. How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all knew that? Meaning, I bet you a lot of y'all still looking for dumbass rap topics, but you ain't going to know what's going down this summer, all right? People getting slaughtered. You might as well say they just putting people in the grave off GP. Fuck it. Also, Elon Musk told you to your face he working on the Tesla master plan part 4. Is the Tesla master plan the fucking chip about to go in people's brain? Because y'all know Elon Musk is in charge of that job. He said the master plan 4. Then again, maybe that's something else I don't know about. School me. Hold up. You know Bad Bunny got people in the Bronx. Let's ask him. Bad Bunny, is Fat Joe Puerto Rican? Oh shit. Man. Did you see Bad Bunny show Fat Joe love? Then Pitbull get the fuck away from Fat Joe too? All right then. You gonna see clear as day. Once niggas figure him out, they get the fuck away from him. Because they know, man, this nigga ain't Puerto Rican. This nigga ain't Spanish, man. This nigga fraud. He ain't Latino, man. Get out of here, man. Did you ever see Fat? All right. Did you ever see Fat Joe go to LA and get love from the essays? Do you ever see him in Texas get love from the Mexican Mafia boys? Anybody? No. Because he's scared of them niggas. That's why. He know what time it is. Y'all believe that shit. Niggas don't believe. Man, Fat Joe is not a dummy. That motherfucker only went from New York to Florida, and that fat nigga told you he was scared to fly. That nigga wasn't scared to fly. That was a lie. He was scared to go to Cali and get G-checked, nigga. That's what that was. He was scared. A tough guy that was scared to fly. Sound like Mr. T to me. Y'all remember Mr. T was scared to fly? Every time the AT had to bust a move, they had to knock Mr. T out and put him on the plane. That was Fat Joe. He was a gangster from the Bronx, but the whole time he was running with Terror Squad. He was scared of planes. Nigga, I was on a plane at 7 years old by myself. Oh my God, man. I gotta stop this shit. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm just hollering at the chat. What up, Big Black? Hold up. Oh, Big Back Rat. Pardon me, yeah. Yeah, man, he's white, man. He's white. He's not black or brown. He's white. Until I'm fucking proven wrong, that's what it is. I don't care. It's my opinion. I ain't seen no, because I just thought about it myself. I said, this motherfucker tricked me, man. Everybody you see me come at, I thought to myself a long time ago. I said, yo, that motherfucker finessed me, man. That's what I said about him. Nigga, I never even seen Fat Joe eating no pollo chip. What? I never saw this nigga eating a plate in a Spanish restaurant. I ain't never seen that shit. I never seen that nigga drink Lemon Bacardi, man. That nigga's a fraud, man. He don't even drink tequila, nothing. Nigga, get out of here, man. That nigga's a fraud, man. Anyway, man, we out. And don't forget, I forgot the last jewel of this picture. And this how Chris Brown was telling on himself. Bingo. Thank you, Fat Joe, for running your fat ass mouth. Did y'all forget that producer in the back, Scott Storch? That's the man who Fat Joe started holding hostage. That's the man that made the beat for Lean Back. Lean Back. Y'all remember? Fat Joe would have never had hits, like I told you, if he never would have got next to certain people. Whenever somebody was hot, Fat Joe run up their ass. Fat Joe kidnapped niggas. When Scott Storch was the hottest thing smoking, and they understood that he worked with Dre, and he had some of the hottest heat coming out, all them niggas ran to Miami. All them niggas put Scott Storch in a headlock. Lil' Kim and the rest of them. But the point is this. One thing Scott Storch told the world out his own mouth. He told the world he was on that coke. He told the world he was a cokehead. He was coked out bad. So now you can clearly see what him and Chris Brown was doing that night. And Chris Brown, I see you with the glassy eye. That's why you have the glasses on, fool. You won't fool me. Ha. Y'all are getting coked out that day. But Scott Storch already told us what he did. We know that's what you niggas did. They all got high. Now, Fat Joe hit. Lean Back. How'd he make that hit? Remy on it. Who else? Scott Storch did the beat. Fast forward. Fat Joe needs another hit. Remy home. All the way up. Leech. White boy. See Fat Joe? I'm going to ask y'all again, hip hoppers. You name me 3 Fat Joe hits with no features. Give me 3. Now to make it easy, I'm going to say give me 2. Give me 2 hits by itself. We could say Flo Joe back in the day, but that wasn't no hit, y'all. That was just hood shit. Hit records. He got one with Lil Wayne. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. That's Lil Wayne. He got What's Love Got to Do with Ja Rule Ashanti. He got hits with other people. Name me them by himself. Then I'll show you French Montana did the same shit. I say, give me 3 hit songs French Montana made by himself. Give me 3 hit songs Nori made by himself. Niggas that they started to feature for the rapper that didn't have a lot of talent. That's what happened. You give him a boost. Yeah, Fat Joe got an album coming out. We need some features on it. We're going to go get Diddy. Go get, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get Snoop. Go get all the hot niggas that already got a fan base, and that's how we make him hot. It's the shit they've been doing, y'all, for years. Years. Dead in the middle with Little Italy, diddle. The nigga didn't do diddly. He didn't write shit. He didn't write a thing. Bozo. All right? Just telling you, man. Hold up. 30 years in the career with no hits. All right, I'm still waiting. You give me 2 hits Fat Joe made by himself that were played on the radio, played on. Okay, let me give you an example. Nelly, Country Grammar. Get it? Simple. Juvenile, back that ass up. Give me a hit that Fat Joe got on his own. Platinum plat. Or was his biggest songs ever created with Big Pun? Was Jim Jones' biggest songs created with Max B and Stack Bundles or by himself? Told you, man, a lot of New Yorkers are nothing but fucking leeches. They always been like that. The fake niggas from New York are leeches. The real niggas from New York show love. That's how it goes. One day you'll understand that. All right? That's how it go, all right? You got people from the city. They've been using the city for clout for years, but they never did shit. That's what happened. You got a lot of niggas, they hung around the live niggas, and they told the story of the real nigga. That's what happened to a lot of people. What was Fat Joe claim to fame? Tony Montana, that's who. You thought I forgot? Tony Montana was a real nigga from the Bronx. Fat Joe ran with that man's name when he was dead. Thought I forgot? No. One of the number 1 elements in New York that New York niggas love to do is run with other niggas' name out their fucking mouth. Either they gonna say that's my cousin, I know him, I was raised around him, something like that. Always use a nigga's name. Niggas, let me tell you, look, I'm about to get out of here, but I'm gonna give an example because people from New York know what I'm talking about. This is how niggas in New York do. It's fake tough guys. You run down on them. What's good, nigga? Hey, you know my cousin? My cousin? Yeah, my cousin, man. Man, that's my cousin, man. Yeah. Oh, I know it's your cousin, bro. Yeah, he busts his gun. That's your cousin? Yeah, that's my cousin, man. Whole time nigga lying. That's what New York niggas do when they scared. When a New York nigga scared, they start using other niggas' name. Yo, what's up? What's popping, nigga? Yo, you know the big homie so-and-so? Yes, my big homie, man. That's what niggas do. See, I know pussy niggas. Other than that, sorry, y'all. I apologize. I'm about to get out of here. I just want to show y'all. It's only people from New York that get me mad with that clown shit. Other than that, salute to everybody around the world, but we had to right the wrong in this history. And the thing is, Now get through your head. Chris Brown will never be able to wear Michael Jackson fucking underwears. All right? Never. Never. This man had women moisten their panties before half was fucking born. Fuck is wrong with y'all? All right? To this day, niggas wear them fucking shades. They got them in all brands. Gucci, Versace, and some more shit. All right? That's just light work. I'm just talking light work. Point is, don't ever in your mouth fix your face to say Chris Brown got anything compared to Michael Jackson at all. All right? He don't got the clout. He don't got the accolades. He ain't make the fucking money. All right? Michael Jackson did not pull shenanigans from fucking strings and shit. When that nigga moonwalked, it looked like the nigga really was walking in the air. Facts. All right? I ain't never seen a nigga backslide on the stage like that ever in my life, and I ain't gonna never see it again. And ain't nobody else gonna be able to copy that shit. It's what it is, Chris. You like a damn bozo with some tight-ass bell bottoms from the 70s, nigga. You's a bozo and a clown. You look like a fucking emoji, nigga. That's it. So, cut it out. Stop it. Stop fucking with people's legacy. Let that shit rest in peace. Michael is the king. Let him rest in peace. That's it. Whitney the queen, nigga. That's it. All right, we done. Pun, one of the pillars of Mount Rushmore of hip-hop, period. All right? So just know that. So on that note, I'm about to get out of here, man. Niggas want to be like Pun, but they don't bust their gun. Who the fuck you thought they was talking to? Who you thought they was talking about? It's two so-called Puerto Ricans from the Bronx, both of us rappers. But nigga, you don't bust your gun. You want to be like me, calling us twins and shit, Joe. Twins. Nah, Pun was telling you, this nigga on my nuts. He trying to be like me. He want to be like me so bad, he want my wife. Hey, New York, that ain't how niggas get down? Huh? So they were showing you right here. Pun told us to our face. The reason why we didn't catch it, because everything Pun told us in It's So Hard, he recorded it before he died, and it didn't come out till after he died, remember? And he had all them niggas in the video doing that ritual. He told you, niggas want to be like Pun, but they don't bust their gun. He told you he just lost 100 pounds. He trying to live. Get your own wife. That's mine, you heard me? He told you that. Loser. He was talking about all these niggas, man. All right? Because Pun knew niggas going on that fake shit back then. So I'm going to say it, Liza. You and Fat Joe cooked up a nice plan to paint Pun as a woman beater so nobody would ever suspect that you guys might have had something to do with his fucking death. And maybe you, Liza, was the one orchestrated to push the button. Why? Hey, you are a victim of domestic violence. I'm pretty sure if I was beating the shit out my chick, it's nothing for another nigga to gas up to kill my ass for $1 million. That's easy. I'm pretty sure a girl would do that. I'm going to leave it at that, though. I'm just making movies. I'm just reaching. It ain't true. Don't believe nothing I said. But like I say, the secret was, Liza, I'm going to take care of you. We're going to keep this between me and you. Yeah, put out a book. You got to put out. Like we put the DVD out. It did good. Now we need you to write the book, and in the book, give more details of how Pun used to whip your ass. And then I'd be a good seller, Liza. You keep that money, we straight. But I think when that money ran out, Liza started popping shit again. Joe, I need some more money, Joe. I need some more money, Joe. And I think Joe got tired of that shit. Like, damn, I ain't trying to pay her forever. Damn, I told her I was gonna look out for him when Pun dead. I told her she put that pillow on Pun's face. I got her. You feel me? Pun gets out Pun is in the best shape of his life. He dies in a hotel like a nobody. He died in a hotel just like Prodigy. They say Prodigy choked over AIDS. Liza Rios, filed a lawsuit against Fat Joe, who was seeking more than $1 million. My point is this. Why did you have to keep suing Fat Joe? What was the agreement? Was it a behind-the-scene agreement? That's what it sounded like to me, Liza. You know I know? After Pun died, if you would have lawyered up and took care of the paperwork back then, all your royalties and money would have came to you, and you never would have had to deal with Fat Joe ever again. You could have killed that back then, Liza. But if you and Fat Joe had a plan that he was going to take care of you, and niggas didn't know the rap game was going to die, you thought he was going to take care of you for the rest of your life, Liza. And that's why you got mad when Fat Joe stopped breaking you off. That's what I think. And then, when it was all said and done, Liza, Fat Joe gave you a couple more dollars. He said, Liza, we about to do the celebration for Big Pun Street. Here go a couple dollars, Liza. You said, okay, Joe, I'm coming. And that's what happened, my opinion. So to this day, I think her and Fat Joe back cool again. And my whole point is they were never beefing because, in my opinion, Liza and Fat Joe had a fake beef. Remember, I said that. It was a fake beef, so nobody would ever suspect who really had something to do with Pun dying. I know spirits, Liza. You look like a witch. I'm going to say you had something to do with this shit. Pun wasn't just putting hands on you for no reason, Liza. It don't work like that in the town. Pun was already rich. Why was he putting hands on you after he was already rich and made it already? Pun could have any woman he wanted. Why would he keep putting hands on you, Liza? Did Pun think you was fucking Fat Joe back then? Did Pun come home and catch you on the phone with Fat Joe? Let me get this to your head again one more time in a recap. Let's ask the question. Was Nori really spying on Fat Joe? I mean, Big Pun? Nori always said that was his best friend. Even though he embarrassed Pun to the world, told us Pun couldn't stay woke. He told us, Nori, you told the world Pun couldn't have a conversation without going to sleep. That's foul, bro. So that means you my bro, right? But you gonna tell the world about how it was in my bad days? You ain't gonna talk about the stories me and you had, all the fun we had, the bitch we fucked, the money we made. You're gonna tell my fans about how I used to go to sleep on you when you was talking to me. Nori, you ain't shit. You was a fake ass nigga, and I'm sad to say that shit, bro. You fake as hell, bro. Why? When your man Pun died, you was up Def Jam ass, bro. And you know Pun did not fuck with Jay-Z and them niggas. You knew that, Nori. But after Pun died, you had no integrity, bro. When Pun died, you ran more to Def Jam. You ran up the ass more. But I'm going to tell you this, Nori. That man you standing next to from Marcy Projects, he never forgot you ran with Pun. That's why he never came on your fucking whack-ass show, Drink Champs, nigga. Because Jay-Z ain't stupid. One thing about Brooklyn niggas, you're not going to bring me pain and I'm going to forgive you, nigga, unless you're from my hood. If you're not from my hood and we ain't grow up together, you bringing pain to a Brooklyn nigga is never forgotten, period. So when y'all did that shit in the club and Jay and them niggas got hit that bottle and all that, Jay ain't forget that. He knew you was Pun man back then. That day it happened, you might have been with Pun in that night, Nori. So now you see why Jay-Z never came on Drink Champs? Because he don't fuck with you, nigga. He never did. But you said you were Pun man. I think not, Nori. I just think you was a rap groupie nigga that couldn't hustle. On that note, I'm about to get out of here, man. See that? This is new Pun. Pun dies, he finds new Puns. Sick fucking leech. And when he was leeching off Khaled. Khaled was leeching off Ace Hood. Why? Two fat niggas with no talent. What you get when you put a fake Puerto Rican together with an Arab? Fat Joe and DJ Khaled, we the best. They the best at what? Tricking black people. We the best. Yeah, nigga, that's that mean. We the best at finessing the black people, nigga. How the fuck they ain't black, but they got rich old black people? You tell me that. Oh, shit. They say hip-hop started in the Bronx. But how that nigga from Florida get rich off the shit? We the best at finessing black people and taking their money. That's about it. How did DJ Khaled, fat ass, get a deal with Michael Jordan? His ass cannot even play ball. You tell me that. And why did DJ Khaled have two black men carry him like a slave and not two Puerto Ricans or two Cubans or two white people? Why was two black men carrying him? Told you that was all on purpose. These are two guys that got rich off the black community. Fuck all that. That's what happened. And they still had a nerve to talk shit to us. Fat Joe, if you a smart nigga, just fucking delete the apps. Don't talk no more, bro. Not because of me. I'm just telling you, man. It's because of your man. Right there. You better hope, Nick. You better hope the ghost of Pun don't get all the way woken up, man. I'm trying to wake that shit up. I'm trying to release the Kraken on your ass. You know why? Because something tell me, man. You and Liza took that man out. And you see y'all to this day, Biggie Smalls' mother been paid off. That's why I told you, Biggie Smalls' mother did not say nothing bad about Diddy. She just said some fake shit. I'm going to slap him. That's bullshit. What about what the fuck happened to your son? Miss Wallace. Oh, my God. Let's go. Miss Wallace. Why you never went hard at Diddy for making your son go to Cali? Why you never said, Sean, why did you make my son go to California? He did not want to go. Why did you make my son go? And why did you put it on the album? Why did you do that, Sean? Did you say that, Miss Wallace? You let this nigga put an intro on your son going to Cali. Your son get killed in Cali. You walk around with this same nigga like everything cool. Miss Wallace, did you sacrifice your only begotten son like the Bible say? Miss Wallace, you know scripture. You're supposed to have been a Christian church lady. Did you sacrifice your only begotten son for $10 million? Because when LAPD paid you, you shut the fuck up quick and you got low and you still was running around with Diddy until his ass got locked up recent or in trouble. Told y'all, man. But Biggie told us, even your mama set that ass up properly, gassed up. Y'all see it now? That's why I told you. That was my favorite rapper, bro. Him, Pun, they my favorite niggas, man. They told you the truth. Can you see how Biggie moms will set that ass up properly, gassed up? Hey, let me holler at you, young Chris. Let me holler at you, little Pun. Did you know the saying, little Pun? Somebody got to school little Pun, man. Even your mother set that ass up properly, gassed up, little Chris. I think your mother set up your father, you little Chris. If you get this video, Chris, go do your homework, bro. I think your mother and Pun, pardon me, your mother, Fat Joe, I think they pulled the stunt off the ID channel on your pops, man. That's what I think. And they had to push a narrative of him being a woman beater so nobody would ever suspect what happened. That's what I think. I'm out. Y'all enjoy y'all day. 1. Hey, yo, y'all. Then Fat Joe even start stealing Rick Ross swag. Don't Rick Ross take his shirt off. Then Fat Joe start taking his shirt off after Rick Ross started doing it. Don't Fat Joe look white in that picture right there? Now, look at Pun. Don't you see Pun looking brown? Don't you see that? The tan? You see that? Fat Joe is a fraud, man. Told you, man. Fat Joe is Italian mixed with black, man. Look like that look like Styles P at the bottom. But I don't think that look like Styles P. I don't think that's Styles P. That ain't Styles P. It look like him though. See, Pun had the real goons, y'all. Those ain't Fat Joe goons. Those are Pun goons, man. Pun was the muscle, man. Pun was a shooter, man. Pun was a gangster, man. That's what made that Terror Squad shit what it was. Y'all kept putting everything with Fat Joe. Y'all kept leaving Pun out the shit. So y'all kept pissing me off. Y'all know that was nothing to do with Fat Joe. It was mostly Pun, man. Fuck is wrong with y'all? When Pun died, Fat Joe ran with that nigga shit. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas. Know why Fat Joe Magic that worked on me? Because I was a little boy in D&D studio when he was a fucking nobody. That's why. I know Fat. I don't know him, but I was where he used to be at. I'll just say that. I was in D&D with Guru, Gangsta on them niggas. I was in there and I know. Fat Joe used to come in there. He was a flunky, all right? That's what he was, period. He was up Premier ass. That's why you see he started getting Premier beats. That's when he really started getting his clout up back in the day, all right? Everybody was up Premier ass in New York that wanted that heat. Once again, Chris Brown, you ain't Michael Jackson, nigga. And anybody think that shit, you might as well get high with the nigga. All right? Only a fiend would charge his own fans $1,000, nigga, after he got rich already. Broke niggas like me supposed to charge him $1,000, not you. You supposed to been rich. What's two crackhead things he did? Charge his fans $1,000. What else he do? Sell his fucking clothes in his own garage. Nigga had a yard sale as a millionaire. Fucking crackhead, man. And he was doing all that shit with all these allegations was coming out. They told you the nigga was a junkie. Part you don't understand, nigga. Once you become a crackhead, nigga, always a crackhead. Even if you quit, you're still a crackhead, nigga. Because when I pull out that crack in front of you right now, nigga, I pull out that white, you gonna get the fiending right now, nigga. I bet you I come to your concert, and if I stand in the front of your show, Chris Brown, and I pull a pack out, you gonna look just like that. You gonna stop the show and all that shit. You gonna be fucked up in the head. Yeah, nigga, you still a fiend. All right, you ain't Mike, nigga. We out. Salute to the Rainbow Gang.